All right, this is Hidden Heavens Campaign 3, Session 2. The Golden Quill once more begins to describe a picture. If you didn't know any better, you'd swear that the multicolored ink from the quill had a hint of magic, almost like a seasoning of fate pressed into the words written onto soft pages. And so they arrived at the entrance once again, to discover and plumb the depths where bones hide and spirits quake. Mid-sentence, a single tear drops upon the page, mixing with the ink to smear and swirl. Wiping tears and sniffing somewhat, the author's shaking voice trembles under his breath. I'm so very sorry. I wish there was another way. Your party, having landed by a literal miracle, reconciles their deliverance with either luck or fate and begins to take in their surroundings. The chute which would have brought you here appears to have stopped a good 200 feet before the village, the quiet desert town with buildings made of hard clay bricks so silent your steps on the dry, baked earth echo unseemly. Alright, what do you guys do?
Well, I understand we were heading towards a certain objective. It's what was it? South we were heading.
It is located inside this village.
Oh, it's actually okay.
Yeah, because
Well,
the reason why we're even here is because we had to make an emergency U-turn, and it did not end well.
no, it didn't.
We need a manual for one of those things.
I think they would be included with it, but I guess not.
Well, you didn't pull the manual lever.
I mean, all levels are manual.
But we have a trial to do, and I think we should make haste. Let's be on our way, right? What the trial.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything in my schedule.
Just going over my own notes as to what that first trial was. It's just so very cryptic.
Sure. It's one of those things, figure it out when you get there.
Yeah. Well then.
Speaking of which, is that way. So, unless anyone else has any objections, last time we did a thing, I was in the front, and we crashed. So I'm gonna not be in the front this time. Yep, sounds good.
Well, I do appreciate your honesty. I suppose I'll start walking then, if that's all right. Like to keep to a schedule and all that.
Yeah.
So, what's our surroundings one more time? I know we crash landed, but are we close to the village? Like, what's the distance like?
You appear to be a few hundred feet between you and the village.
Mhm.
However, something is very, very strange. Everyone, roll me a perception check.
Yeah, we're still in a very much desert setting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's very hot where you are. It's very hot and dry. As the Arizonians would say, it's a dry heat.
21.
I would be using physical dice, but ever since I rearranged my room, I can't find it.
Lovely.
Relatable.
60.
Yes. Oh, did you ever find your dice, DM?
I have not actually. So
Oh, that's.
I'm
unfortunate.
guessing I just poured it back in the thing. Cause I got no idea where the fuck it would be otherwise, honestly. So, you know.
My lack of IRL playing has I poured them all in a very tall glass mug. They look great, but they haven't been taken out in a very very long time.
Mm-hmm. So, something is weird. There is no sound. It is as if all is deaf, rather than quiet. The shadows flying across the ground from the vultures circling above does little to ease the tension, palpable, almost so thick as to cut it with a knife. The village, upon your arrival at first glance, appears small, but through some moderate cursory glances or some minor investigation, it becomes quickly apparent to anyone in the know that this place holds more than just meets the eye. The center of the village lies a strange rock-like formation, bleached white, like a rib cage, with a dark and protruding door in its center, as if a portal to a thinly veiled threat. The steps before the formation are of carved stone, as if the grand entryway towards a church. In the haze of the morning, small bundles of mist and smoke can be seen hugging the floor, almost in still motion. Your movements in this town feel like a struggle. It's like being wedged in quicksand. The very air around you feels thick, and surrounds your moving limbs like an enveloping, invisible fog. Your breath is visible now, in the suddenly cool air. Before the formation are three posts, etched with unusual symbols. One man lies chained in the center post, his hand and feet in manacles. Two others, one a young woman and one a young man, lie still and motionless. Their skin, even from a distance, looks white and pale, but their cold flesh counterpoint to the heat and dry air that should rain down from above. What do you do?
You mentioned there's a man kind of dangling up there. Yeah, can I take a look and see what his condition is specifically?
Sure. Roll investigation.
All right. We got a unnatural 20.
Okay. The man in the center is old, likely past his fifth decade. His dark hair, or what little remains of it, is thin and dry and caked with dust. He appears to be unconscious.
And how is he strung up again?
He's basically he's not strung up as much as he is on the floor, with his arms and feet manacled to the post.
Oh, I see.
I want to take a look at him.
Investigation.
It's a 7.
He's strung up, boss.
I'll look
No,
to
I
the...
know that. I mean, I'm the cleric. I'm going to check out his health and all that, see if he's near dead or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
He does not look good.
Well, that's good. Does he appear to have a pulse?
No, he
I'll
doesn't
look.
look good.
I'll look
How-
to the group and say,
so,
I'd like.
when
Yeah,
you-
I'm gonna say.
Mhm.
I'll look to the group and say, considering this is unknown territory, I'd like to approach that man over there, but I think it would be wise to move as a group. If don't know if there's any nefarious individuals roaming about.
Yeah.
Tyrandol kind of sheepishly step up a little bit, and because he's still a bit shaken up from Ballad 2's fear effect, and he will use a spell slot and cast Detect Magic, looking over the corpses.
Interesting. All right, give me 1 second.
Oh no.
I'm gonna keep close to Valatu as he's moving about the corpses.
Yep, I'll come with him.
I'll move up.
There's only really one thing you can kind of detect, and it's not just really around them. It's everywhere. You sense the magic of chronology.
Oh, is that weird offshoot of Junomancy?
What are you talking about?
What?
What?
That's the other way around.
I don't know whichever one. You said chronomancy?
Language.
But yes, it's from what
Chronology.
I understand, they're they're similar.
The old timey-wimey
Yeah.
The
stuff.
thing that I wanted to be before.
Oh.
I
Nothing
wanted to.
good.
It was either going to be a wizard for the School of Chronomancy, or it was going to be what I am now.
Well, I'm not that kind of doctor.
Ah, you're killing me. Rocks fall. No,
No,
okay.
I didn't do it. But yeah, I'm keeping close to Vala too as he kind of moves about the dead bodies, I suppose. But I'll try and direct him towards that young man, that individual chained up. I'll look towards you and says, "I very much like you to accompany to that individual. You you have a big sturdiness about you, very reassuring."
Oh, why, thank you. Sure. We can go up and see him. Does so with Val being like a what would have been essentially a war chief during his time, would if he takes a look around, is there like anything that would at least pique his interest for the town of like any kind of sort of I can't think of the word. I want to say invasion, but like it's not that serious. Like signs of battle or anything like that around.
So there are no apparent signs of conflict.
Okay.
However,
Right.
it's strange. It's almost like everything around you is in some kind of rush. As if some people had to leave very, very quickly.
Alright.
There's an untended campfire. Just looking around, you can see inside homes. There's like, looks to be like dinner half made and things like that.
And is it like stuff that's still fresh?
Yes.
Okay.
As
I
if
would
someone left a
really.
minute ago.
I am going to get in like a more of a defensive stance, and I'm just gonna let everyone know, hey, so we know that something's not right here, but whoever was here, they literally just left. We've got fires still going, food that should have been eaten. Whatever happened happened just before we got here.
You'd have thought maybe we. Well, no, I guess we were going pretty. Well, actually, no. Did any of you see anything other than our predicament while we were overhead?
No,
Something on
not
the
really.
Not really.
horizon.
It's just a very eerie sense of quiet here.
Seems like pretty awkward timing.
Yeah.
Like if it
Oh.
were really that soon, wouldn't we have seen something? I know we were again occupied.
Well, either whatever caused it just left, or it's still here.
I
Well,
I might have an answer to that. It's because we're trapped in a magical area.
That's a really good point. You did say there was magic around, right?
Not out loud, no. Until
Oh, well,
now.
then I wouldn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
well,
was muted when I said that earlier, so you didn't hear me talk.
well,
But that could have been because I was afraid of Valitu a little bit.
Ah.
What? Well, me? I mean, okay.
You
Well,
cast fear last
Fear
time,
effect. Yeah.
oh yeah.
and I was the only one that failed it.
No,
Hey, minutes.
that's just something that happens.
Big bird
But
intimidates
you
little
said
bird.
you said you wanted to get closer to him, so
Yes, I think me and Fulvis would like to have a look at that
Uh,
individual.
I would also like to
You
take a
hear a
look.
kind of old gasp as the man, which seems to have somewhat wrinkled skin now, he kind of breathes out weakly as he opens his eyes. He tries to scratch his head, and you realize that his very thin, balding head has lost all of its hair.
So I think we're in a time speeding up area effect.
Yeah, I believe we should hurry.
Okay.
Um,
are we
I'll
getting him down? He seems alive.
yes,
Are we getting
I
him down
Yeah.
or not?
like to release his restraints and then assess his condition.
That's what Val is gonna do the moment someone says, "Yeah, do that." That's what he's doing now.
As you come closer, Val, he looks at you and tries to get good long glance at you, as if squinting from like the sunlight.
Is everything okay? We still need to assess his condition. Would you release him?
I'm gonna Val will continue to try and get him out, and he'll just say, "Hey, it's all right. We'll get you down. We'll get you looked at."
He seems to recognize you, and suddenly recoils in great fear.
Um, just could you refrain from agitating him, please? Just simply release his locks.
That's what I'm doing.
He is currently, whenever you move around the pole, he's trying to match you in the opposite.
He has just been rescued by God, remember?
I'll shut up. And, sir, if you could just please let my friend release your locks. We'd very much like to assess you and make sure you're okay.
His locks drop from his manacles kind of drop from his hands, but they weren't unlocked. His hands have grown too thin to manage them.
Perhaps we should take him out of here?
You know, clearly there's some kind of magic. Like, y'all stop to consider that if you touch it, it might spread to you.
Oh.
That's a good
We're
point.
already in it.
I don't know how this
think.
this stuff works.
It's difficult to
What's the,
ascertain the need to quarantine just yet.
What's the condition of the other two? Weren't there two more hanging with them?
Yes.
Two younger people?
Would you like to roll an investigation?
Anything. That's what popped up in my head, so I'm gonna do it. I'm at a -2, so
Oh,
that's a 9.
not bad for that.
Still
Your
better than what
birdie
I rolled.
eye, you kind of squint with your birdie eye. I'm like, I'm no expert, but based off their slashed throats, they look dead.
Oh,
So he's the only one alive.
Can I tell how
Since
big
he
of a
is very much afraid of Val, he'll put his hands up and just start backing up. Just be like,
Would anyone else like to roll a perception or an investigation?
I'd like to focus on the guy that's in front of me. I don't know.
I would roll investigation against this magic. 'cause
I'll roll if I
Yeah,
can.
I'd
I'll
be
roll perception for
perception.
lookout duty.
All right, first is lookout. Go.
Natural 20 for 26.
Nice.
A shadow crowds out the sun and is gone an instant later.
Hey! Jump.
You could have blinked and missed it.
Hey, I know y'all are probably already doing it, but keep your eyes up.
Of course.
Dude, noted. I will give my water skin and offer it to the man.
He's on the ground and is trying to crawl towards one of the bodies.
I'm just gonna kind of be like walking, like crouched, like leaning over him, and just kind of trying to get him to stop and just let me have a moment, like a chance to check him out as from a doctoral standpoint.
He's fucked up, bro.
Yeah. Sir, if you could just please just
He is
stop
reaching
moment.
for what appears to be almost like a shard of glass in one of the young woman's hands, and it's stained with red.
Sir, please, if you could just I don't really know what to do. Could someone come here and maybe restrain this person? I think he may be out of sorts.
Yeah, I'll go over and get a hold. If I can get near him,
Yeah.
I'll try to approach him.
Everyone will notice.
Are you trying to be sneaky about this?
No, there's no way possible for me to be sneaky. I'm a cleric in clanking armor. He's gonna know I'm coming.
I don't need you to be sneaky. You just need to be strong.
Yep.
Yeah, Tyrandol has no interest in the man itself, and he doesn't care.
He grabs the sharpened glass and looks at William.
I will now back up with hands up, trying to be as least of a threat as possible. I'm going to be speaking in very hushed, easy tones to this very crazy man, just imploring him to calm down.
He is
Well,
crying relentlessly.
I will
And
hold up my
speaking
book
in a
and
language that
show
you
him.
do not know.
Oh, I only know Common and Elvish.
Does
Do,
it happen to sound like a raging wind?
Nope.
I'm not
That's what
educated
Aurin
in
apparently sounds like.
languages. Not educated in languages, but can I try and ascertain like if it sounds like dwarvish or like
You've not heard
Simpson?
anything like this before. None
Oh,
of you
just
have.
okay, none of it. Really scratching my head. All right, I'm just gonna start backing away if he's really adamant about threatening me with the.
He's not
with-
threatening you.
What's he doing?
He's holding it up to his
Yeah,
throat.
he's
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just holding up my holy book like I'm a cleric, like pointing to it and like I'm a cleric. You can trust.
I'm just gonna hold out my water skin and try and offer it
If
to
he
him.
wishes to kill himself, let him kill himself.
The other two probably were under the same effect, and they decided not to go through the entire process
The,
of what
there,
appears to be aging to death at a very rapid pace.
There's a chronomancy aura around them.
so there was 3 people strung up. It takes another person to do that.
And yeah, and based on what I swear I saw, he might still be around.
They could have been slaves.
Either way, John, could you just please, I don't know, tackle him or something? Just please make sure he doesn't kill himself.
I don't think it matters now. Is he
This
still
point,
aging?
Yep.
Yeah, he looks pretty fucking old.
Yeah, I don't think it makes a difference at this
I
point.
don't think it matters. No.
This is absurd. We really can't just let him do that.
At this point, since Val is not very good in social situations of this sort, he will announce that he will return, and he's going to kind of fly and try and get a better vantage point of the town, especially after Fulvis warned us about something being in the air, so he wants to get like a better.
As you fly up into the air, the old man is going to put down, like, kind of like drop the glass as if from weakness, points at Val in the air, tries to say something, but it just comes out as a raspy voice. And then suddenly a light goes over his eyes. And before his mouth can make the shape of a silent scream, all the light in his eyes flicker out.
Oh my god! I try and I catch him. I try to catch him from his fall.
Anybody know Spare the Dying?
Right. Can I medicine check? Is he really just fucking like heart stop dead, or is he like in the throes of
Do you like, what do? You like check his pulse?
Yeah, just totally like doctoral stuff. Just seeing
Okay.
like is he gone?
You press against his like arm to like check his pulse or his neck or whatever, and you feel something bulge slightly. And then it's weird because it's like a pump, but it stays put for like a good 30 seconds. And then it retreats. And it doesn't happen again.
All right, I will close his eyes if they are open, and put his hands in a more respectable position, and I will just stand up and sigh. Gonna look back to the rest of the group.
Con save.
Constitution save.
Let me know if I notice anything going on with my detect magic up.
All right, I stand up. I got a 9.
Not
Okay.
sure if there was much we could have done there.
Did he look like he was like actually aging before my very eyes? Was it that bad of a chronomancy type of thing?
Pretty much.
Wow. Okay. Well, all right. I'll stand up. Do I feel any difference in my own physicality with that con save?
Even usually a large whisker on your
On my
like
face?
your upper lip.
Whisker like a mustache or like
Yeah,
a
kind of like a bit of a mustache.
mustache grown. I like kind of like fill it out with like my bottom lip. just because I felt something weird pop up, and I kind of just dismiss it for a bit, and I look back to the group, and it's like, all right, well, this has been interesting to say the least. I'm gonna flip open my little handbook, and I'm just gonna see if I can't glean anything from this first trial. Uh, Whatever that weird person said to us before, bursts of white, stuff like that.
Do you like look at the
What's your-
bodies and like try to make a comparison, anything you know or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
spend IRL moment looking through this first trial notes to see if this is at all applicable. But I'll look to the rest of them and say, well, I will be up for whatever you have, of any ideas you have.
By the way, the two bodies are gone. There's just some bones laying around.
Oh my god!
Tyrandil will
This is-
fly up to Bella and look.
How
at
high
the
did you fly it,
side.
by the way, Val?
Val is only going high enough to where he can at least see a good portion of the town. So depending on how tall the buildings are,
You could do so at about 40 feet, maybe.
double that. Yeah, and he's just flying around the village.
It's
so
very
he's keeping an
strenuous.
eye out. So it's hard to fly here.
Yes, it's almost like you have some kind of. It's like having a 100-pound man on your ankles, pulling you down.
Mm,
And it's hard to even maintain your flight.
okay, then.
Or I mean acrobatics.
All right.
Or in athletics, your choice.
Okay, that's better.
I forget you're a
7.
barbarian, so.
Yeah, 15 plus 7.
Okay, you succeed.
Once I feel satisfied enough with a look of the land, then I'll come back down and warn everyone that something is keeping us here. Even flying is hard for me.
You notice there's like things like clotheslines on the roofs and all kinds of different signs. It's like everyone disappeared in a matter of a moment.
I am really not gleaming much from this cryptic kind of message that we got at the beginning of our quest. Why don't we go inside the village? Maybe that might inspire some sort of revelation.
I thought we were in the middle of it.
Oh, are we in the middle, or are we
Yes.
still like?
Yeah, you're right before when it amounts to a huge bone church.
So I'll rephrase. Why don't we explore the village to see if we can glean some sort of revelation?
And that's when Val probably comes down and relays the info of it. It pretty much looks like everyone in the town left in an instant, like they just poofed out of existence in the middle of their day. By the way, what happened to the 3 people? Where are they at? What'd you guys do to them?
They turned into dust and piles of bones.
The
More
bones have sunken in the
specifically,
sands and have disappeared.
They got real old real fast and also fell apart real fast.
Yeah,
But
I'm assuming
I
that if we
suppose
look
that
in,
answers our question.
yeah, I'm assuming if we look in the houses, there will be nothing there, but probably a patch where dust was once.
Okay. Say it'd be a good idea to leave, but even that's kind of hard.
I mean, try walking. Can we
Guess
can we
can
walk
go in the
out? Is that
church.
I don't know. Like I didn't.
Church would be. It's the only thing that looks different, honestly.
It's weird.
We need to
If you look
investigate
around, you
that.
notice that you know that mountain that was there? It's like not, dude.
This has been entertaining, to say the least. Well, obviously the people here did not really succeed in getting away from this hole. There must be a source, right? Usually there's when there's a problem, there is a source. I would suggest we, with what little time we have, I suspect that we have at least, try and at least find the source. Who was it that was traveling Valatu? You said you could detect magic. Could you still Did you have any sense of direction as to what that source
That
might be?
guy is really racist. He can't tell the difference between two winged creatures.
I knew it was a bird.
No,
I couldn't
I-
remember. It was one of you guys. My character probably would tell. Tyrandel, you were the one that was doing detect magic, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, because I was
I mean, it
standing
doesn't
next
help
to.
that we both have the ability to detect magic.
Wait, so who was it who was checking out the dead bodies before?
Yes.
That was Tyrandel.
Okay.
I
Tyrandel.
used my detect magic at the very beginning of the campaign.
Okay. Either way, I'll look to Tyrandel. Should you ascertain any source, any specific direction? There has to be something.
I've asked the DM a couple of times, so I don't know.
Okay.
It is almost ever present.
When I attempted to fly up, was there anything that I got with that?
Same,
Like,
pretty much the same experience. Except it's kind of weird. It started curving a little bit, so it's like a bubble.
can I do some kind of check then to ascertain if it's a bubble, then get the radius of it, and then try to pinpoint the middle of it?
You would be able to tell even without like a check that it's kind of an uneven orb emanating from the church.
So I'll say, could you ascertain any direction as the source? To be able to.
The 3 foot little Owlin will walk up to you, comment on a nice mustache. That looks kind of new. And that this scary looking bone church is where we probably should go now. I think that's where it's emanating from, though it's a little uneven.
Okay, good. I think that's a great spot. What? I'm sorry. What? I gotta actually investigate my face. I'll go in through my bag. I don't suppose. No, I wouldn't have a. I'll go and look for a flask that's very reflective, and try and see if I can't see what's going on with my face.
I have a mirror.
Oh,
I have a
wait.
knife.
I'll
I
take.
hold up my book.
I'll take the mirror. Thank you. I
Everyone holds up
barely,
something that's metal.
You
I
have my
actually
bow.
don't know if this
Yep,
is.
my glaive.
I don't typically grow hair very fast on my face.
Is there three? There's three.
Someone say something.
There's 3 hairs.
Oh, there's three. Oh, okay. It's like um
It's contagious. That's what I said.
I'm actually starting to believe that. You were touching the guy, right?
yes, I was interacting with him. All right. Well then, that might be a cause. I will try and quarantine myself as far as not touching the rest of you. Here's I'll take like a handkerchief and start rubbing down the. You said that your book has a mirror on it.
Yes.
I will wash whatever I touched on that and hand it back to you, with the handkerchief being an intermediary. Thank you so much for that. Um, yeah, I don't know if any of y'all are feeling any of the effects. Let's maybe make haste if
I
I'm
cast Mage
I'm
Armor as soon as I
under this.
noticed the air was weird. So
So
hopefully I'm okay.
I will. All right, back on track. Yes, the church. I will follow whomever is going to lead the way.
John?
Sure. I'll draw my sword and my shield and my mace and head off towards the creepy bone church.
Well, isn't your deity one of death? Do you really want to go into what seems to be your church?
There's a
Would that be
hostile
a
effect.
reason to go in?
There is a hostile effect, and I'm not sure exactly what god I follow, and there's many types of death. And he, you notice his shield actually has the holy symbol as well on it, although he still can't read it. So if it's my church, I'll put it away.
This is why I don't like magic that much. It's very vague.
Fulvius. That seems to be where the magic is emanating from. So there is a reason to go in there.
Cool.
After you.
I will stride in confidently.
I'll probably be like second in line. Val is a little bit more spiritual, so he won't go in with weapon.
Along the head of the church, there's some strange writing, almost like carved in a matter of moments, as in a hasty warning.
Hmm.
Is anyone particularly skilled with linguistics?
Can't say.
I have common and
That's-
celestial.
Is that a
Have
skill
any
in like
proficiency?
Pathfinder and stuff?
Yeah, I don't remember if there's an equivalent in 5e.
Not really.
No, there's like a bunch of language
Yeah,
proficiencies.
there's like oh that's right. It's handled by background. Like for example, the scholar background has like that kind of feature, but
I have a scholar background.
oh, do you? Excellent. You may take 10 minutes
Well,
to
sorry.
Cultural
It's a
background.
sage background researcher.
That's fine.
That's close enough.
If anyone has a similar background, any kind of scholarly or studious person, you may take 10 minutes to attempt to ascertain the meaning of these words. Endgame.
I don't think I'll do that right now, but I will take out my little handbook and just sketch it out.
I have an
won't be able to
archaeology
help, so
background, but
just
I'm
gonna
not sure
read
how
my
much
book.
that applies to like linguistics specifically. Um, I don't think that's super relevant here.
It's a weird structure. Doesn't appear to be man-made.
Cool. Okay. Wait, not man. Okay. Huh. I'll like as we're going. You know, buildings like this that I've seen anyway. Usually, this doesn't seem like something that a person like you and I would build. Like something else made this. Not sure if that's good tidings or bad tidings given
It's
all that we've
almost like the
seen so
bone
far.
grew like a vine.
Got a sort of organic look to it.
That's concerning.
By the way, the etching is roughly Civitas Mortuorium, also known as the City of the Dead.
You say Sea of the Dead?
City of the
Okay.
Dead or the Lost, depending on your interpretation. You
Big
aren't
is this
sure
church?
which.
Well, we're sure as hell lost.
I wouldn't
so
want to
let's go
stay
meet our
here.
people.
The
No,
resident sea seems to be of the dead.
I'm strangely comfortable here.
Oh, I can also cast comprehend languages if I need to,
Oh, now we find out.
but don't need to at the moment.
There is some very weird sigils, like almost kind of everywhere now you look at it from a different angle. Um, you're not quite sure what they are. It's almost like drawings or pictographs, but they don't know. You don't recognize any of them really. Does anyone speak Druidic?
No.
Druidic.
Yep.
Who would want to speak that? Is it close to Abyssal? Because I know Abyssal.
Nope.
I suss anything out from like, hey, this
It's
picture
basically
and
some runes around a skull.
that it appears to be some runes around a skull.
So, give me 10 minutes and I can try and comprehend those pictographs. But it's going to take me a minute to prepare everything.
I don't know if we have 10 minutes. That might be a very long equivalent in this realm.
True. So our other option is just go in blind.
Well, it's
Well,
trying to say something for sure. We could just be cautious about the ordeal, is what I might suggest.
Well, I would say that Jeb did tell us that we're going to be plunging into the dark. So I guess this is what that means.
Yeah.
Let's just be on the lookout for a man in shadows.
I don't even know if it was a man. It was something.
So, before we proceed, um, I can read a new passage in my book, and
Okay.
I will write it down in the dirt on the dirt and dust on the floor if there is any. If not, I'll find a pen and a piece of paper.
I'm going to attempt to complete my comprehend languages. So if 10 minutes happen to pass by while we're dilly daddling, excellent.
Yeah,
If
we'll do that
not,
after. It's fine. Do you want to read it or do you want me to read it?
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Wash a cloth in the well of the lost. Blind the light of the false. Give unto me your eyes so true, so that you might see that which blinds you.
Out of curiosity, from the outside, how big did this like weird looking church look?
That's weird because you didn't see it.
From like the doorway, where was I able to get a
Oh, sorry,
sense
I
of?
meant like in the air. Look, when you were traveling to this village, you didn't see
Yeah,
it
yeah.
from the air.
Okay, and then from when we were on foot, how big did it look?
Large and imposing. Shrek
Okay,
would say it's almost like someone's compensating for something.
It's bigger on the inside.
No, but
okay,
really, in comparison to most destructions area, it's quite large.
okay. So more like cathedral than
Yes,
like old west
Notre Dame.
tech.
It's
the
most
bells,
cathedral.
bells. Okay, okay, I'm not. Oh my goodness. Okay.
All five of
By
them.
the way, you realize these symbols are meant to be pressed with a thumb, and upon doing so, you get an image flows through your mind, Tyrandal. You see a budding flower blooms, but no pollen can be found inside. It only smells like rotting fruit.
mm,
This
so
area is cursed.
that's not good. So no life can be brought out from here, is what that's saying.
Well, I mean, are we really alive to begin with? I mean, at least one of us isn't.
He
That
seems alive to
seems
me.
strangely hateful.
I said it with no malice.
Well,
Big word for me, by the way. Malice.
Is there anything else that can be pressed in?
You hear the crone of a crow.
Is this from the magic or actually in the physical? I can hear it.
It's like a vision, right?
Okay.
Hold on, actually, I wonder. So 1 in 4. Oh shit, cool. You basically see an image of what appears to be 9 strange looking figures. They look to be kind of wrapped in cloaks of leaves and brown leather. And or not leather, but like a material, right? Basically a brown cloak, but it's naturey, okay? Um, they surround themselves around a village and they erect some kind of barrier. Except in a moment of eternity, some kind of black hand reaches out and drags all of them inside.
So, aside from this land being cursed, everyone, and no life really being permitted here, there seems to be another 9 people. I don't know if it's the same as the 9 we were supposed to find, but there was some barrier being erected here before it was out of character. Would you say interrupted or
Definitely interrupted. Yeah, it wasn't like nine like the nine. It was a circle of druids attempting to create some kind of barrier spell to protect
Gotcha.
people from, I don't know, accidentally wandering inside. Obviously, that didn't
Ah,
work out so well.
So it was cursed land, and there was another 9 that tried a ritual, but it was interrupted by some shadowy figure.
Hmm.
X over shoulder,
yep, that
looks
sounds
around.
quite.
Did one of those 9, or at least 3 of them, happen to look like the people that were outside hanging up?
Nope.
As a question to Tyrandol. Nope. Okay. Would have been
It
funny if it
seems
was.
no. Your
Well,
definition of funny is disturbing.
Well, not funny, haha.
There's an
Funny.
image of a black sphere in crystal falling from the heavens and landing in the middle of the desert, plunging deep into the earth. Inside
There's
this black crystal beats a heart, putrid and rotting.
there's another image from these sigils I'm getting. Another kind of parallel. There was a subset of 9. There's now a sub. Now there is a crystal falling down, plunging into the earth here. Maybe that is our trial to rid this land of that curse.
Well, I don't see any other reason not to believe that. Where do we
Sure.
begin?
Well, Val's not going to say this because he wouldn't really remember, but out of character, this isn't written in metal, so it's not the truth.
It's not written in metal, so what?
Not the
Only
truth.
Only the truth is written in
Ju-
metal.
Yeah. So there
That's an
is
asinine
a
saying if I've
there
ever heard one.
out of character. There is probably an inherent bias to what you're seeing here to the druids.
Ah,
And
probably.
as a player, if I had to guess, it's probably telling the story of Mr. Bone Man, who we're about to meet at some point here soon.
Hmm.
Well, either way, uh, I'm sure we all.
Do you want to remember? You want to know the exact quote from that caveat that you're remembering?
But
I etch in the metal destiny and prophecy, for it is not in metal. The heart of its truth cannot be trusted.
yeah, see, so the druids that did this can't be trusted. They got a bias.
I don't know
But
what you're
none of that
remembering,
is Val.
but we're looking for a crystal embedded into the earth, cursing this land.
Hey,
The sand ripples
So down.
and pulses. You guys
I
hear
want to
some kind of
fly off of
strange
it.
sound. Almost like a huge boom deep beneath the earth. Like a beating heart.
Well, I have a shovel, but somehow I don't think that's going to be enough to.
Are there stairs?
What's
Perhaps
the
catacombs?
yeah?
yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
I
gonna
was say
say.
the other
What's the
option
church look like?
to go inside.
You could go inside the cathedral.
Yep.
As
Tyrandor
much as
will
I'm sure we
follow.
all hate this is probably what we're supposed to. That's what we were sent here to do. Maybe. So, I mean, I
Let's
don't think we can get out. Uh, thanks to magic bubble. So, nothing for it.
Yep, nothing to do but to push onward.
light a torch and let's go.
I will. I'll reach into my bag and pull out this little pot-like creature. It has wings on it, and just kind of like let him float up into the air. And he's a little homunculus. I don't know if any of y'all your characters would be familiar with it, but he's just gonna kind of float on by.
I'm familiar with homunculuses from my past life.
He's I don't know if I have a name for him yet. He's it was a gift very late into my little experience as a doctor, but he's been proven quite useful.
So you dabble in constructs and
My mentor did.
things.
He was a man of many talents.
That is quite interesting. Interesting indeed.
Yep. It's got a very stone-like happy face on it, but you can see a couple little vials inside the actual pot itself. Uses as storage, and has the capability of casting touch spells. From me to him. So he carries some vials for me. All right. Well, I will follow whomever is venturing forward.
Yep, I guess I'm leading the charge.
All right. So do we have like some stairs to venture down? What was the layout of the church?
We're about to find out.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Entering the large cavern, or the cathedral basically, you immediately gain a sense of unease, as if this place feels unnaturally still. The shadows seem darker than normal. Even the light from outside in the bright day seems to barely penetrate the eerily chill entrance. Stepping further in, the air becomes more and more cold, like the touch of death. There are some figures before you that appear frozen in stride, mid-motion or mid-action. Some look at the wall, others are walking towards the entrance in a determined fashion. They are all wearing different types of clothing, some clearly commoners' rags, others fine leather for adventuring parties. Even one young woman cloaked in a blue shimmering silk. In her white-gloved hand she holds a small, decorated rod, what looks to be a golden claw clenching a blue, transparent orb. All of them were still as death. What do you guys
Say
do?
something about poking one of these, but maybe it's also contagious.
It's rather comforting here.
Might be a good idea to keep your distance from any of these folks.
Would anyone like to roll
John
me a
won't-
perception?
Sure. Hiya.
You-
Hey, last time I got a natural 20. This time I got a natural 1.
I got a 4.
I got a 21.
Oh, there you go.
I was too interested in these statues.
Along the floor appear to be numerous symbols, almost like a grid. Well, exactly like a grid, really. A 6x6 grid with stone carvings. Some people that are on the, let's just say, the center, have frozen in place.
I will relay the information, and I don't think walking across it would be the best idea.
Hmm? What? Oh,
Don't
Oh.
walk across the squares, or at least until we know more about them.
some sort of floor tile business. Let's
Certainly. All right. Well, who would like to go first?
Can Val take the butt of one of his javelins and try and push down these tiles on that first front row in front of him?
Are you gonna put a javelin into a tile?
Yeah,
Okay.
not like throwing it, but I'm gonna like try and like if they're loose or whatever, he's just gonna kind of like push down on them like he's walking on it to see if it
Poke
does
it with a
anything.
stick.
Yeah. you know, old 1E, poke it with a stick, make sure it's not a trap type thing.
It slightly moves down.
Do the first row of 6 all move down whenever I press it?
Nope, just that one.
Okay. Well, only one seems like it'll react to people walking on it, but do we walk on that one or do we walk on the other ones?
Or perhaps if we can. How wide is the space between them? Is it like an inch? Like, could we walk between the tiles without touching them?
Nope.
I guess we feel the way forward and see which ones don't trigger.
I grab my walking stick. Well, I might be able to help with that.
I'm gonna stay in the back and just take note of where they step at and what effects happen.
Okay.
Same.
Roll perception, you two.
Can it
stick
be
squad?
investigation instead?
I suppose.
Oh, I got a nat 20 in my perception.
My investigation is gonna be a 25.
Suddenly, he like kind of loses his balance for a second, and then ends up catching himself by pushing, the stick down, and then it gets to a certain point, and it clicks, and it kind of sticks to it for a bit, until it slowly rises back up. With your natural perception, by the way, William, do you notice one of basically a set of 6 gems along the cavern entrance on the opposite side to the entrance below to the cathedral? One of the gems lights up, just for a brief moment.
I'll kind of ask everyone to just stop a moment and explain that to them in my own way, just saying, like, pressing that specific thing made the gems light up, in a sense. How many gems across the wall were there?
6.
One of 6. Well, I
Sounds
might.
like we have to push down the tiles. Is there like a door where the gems are at?
Yes.
That's closed. Is the door closed or is it open?
It appears to be closed, but you can't really tell. It's kind of shrouded in shadow.
Are we supposed
Sounds like
to
we
use
gotta
the
press the
statues?
tiles in the right order.
I see. Most likely from whomever set up the defense systems here, they wanted to make sure only they knew how to unlock the door. I would just
The one
be
that
cautious
Val
about the
pressed
ones who
down,
do
he's
press.
gonna stand on it.
Yes, let's see if that gem stays lit.
Are the statues arranged in any particular order, or are they just in the center?
Statues?
But the people, the statues, whatever.
No, not in any particular order. Well, let's see. The second to the right gem is currently lit. And on the set of tiles, with one tile set in between them and the door, one person is stood frozen, and they are pressed down.
So someone's already on one of the.
Yep.
Okay.
So Val will stand on the one that could press down that he found, and he'll just stay stood on it.
The gem lights up, nothing
See what
happens.
Okay. If he
Ah.
steps off of it, is it like a time thing where it finally goes away?
Takes about 10 seconds or so, but yeah.
Well, if there's 6 spots and 5 of them open, I suppose that means 5 of us are meant to find our spots.
I seriously distrust this, but yes.
In the center of this square, there is a circular platform with what appears to be a kind of pillar with writing on it. right in the middle of the grid.
Oh.
That is where 2 people are currently frozen looking at a picture.
Maybe there is some sort of order to it.
Tyrandal, since you're able to read really well and can comprehend languages, do you want to try and fly over to it and see what it says?
Yeah, I could.
You flap over there.
Would you?
You see 2 people looking at what appears to be a square of some kind with etchings on it. And they had in their hand kind of like a blue circle, kind of like a sticker kind of thing. And they have plotted what appears to be 5 of 6 spots on a grid and marked them of significance.
What is with the blue thing in their hand? Is that what they were using to plot it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If I fly up a little bit more, and I see the 5 that they plotted out.
4 people are frozen on them.
Oh, that's handy.
So it seems like if you're on a wrong spot, you get frozen like them. But I'm not too sure.
Can I see across the way to the where the gems are? Can I try and ascertain any kind of pattern that might inspire me to see where like the proper squares are to stand on?
Intelligence.
Investigation, or just
Yep.
Straight up
Investigation.
Okay, thank you. Not that great. A 10.
You notice that the one that, for example, that Val sat on has less sand on it. Most of the others are
Oh.
completely covered.
I'll look up to the rest of the group. The clerics that were in this church most likely stood on the proper squares and were often used. So look for the squares that appear to have less sand on them.
Right.
If it's
Look
not
around.
often stepped on, it should have lots of sand on it.
I'll go to the 5th spot that doesn't have anyone on it and examine it.
It has lots of sand.
Okay, I'll skip that one then. Go look for another one.
Yeah, I will look for one with not a lot of sand on it.
Was the tile that I was standing on, it didn't have a lot of sand on it, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'll just stay standing on it then.
That seems like the thing to do. I mean,
You know about Little. Valitu. You seem to have better eyes than me. Perhaps I can stand on that square while you look for the other ones.
You can just call me Val, but okay. I will open my birdie eyes and try and perceive.
You perceive them easily.
I'll stand in his already designated safe spot.
And you notice that the ones in the center, the straight line, right, literally right in the center, straight line, those all have less sand.
is the right order literally just like, huh?
Well, that might also be the line that they walked to get to the center pillar. What position was my tile on?
Center.
Center? Okay, so all of the center ones.
just if
I'm
I
starting
can
a new one.
if I can get to another less sandy, which appears to be center one, I'll hop on over.
Click.
I'll attempt to do my part as well to
I'll do
find
as
my own
well.
space.
Pat self down. Am I still talking?
Mm-hmm.
Still
Yeah.
hearing? Yeah,
Let's
and
do
that
it.
seems to be. Hmm. If it's wrong, it's not terribly wrong, at least not yet.
Nothing has happened.
Or
So
maybe
far.
we're already frozen and we just don't know it.
Do you think so? We're
we'll find out.
talking.
It could be a time bubble. I don't know what's going on.
I haven't known what's going on since we fell out of the sky, so
A rat is scurrying in the corner.
Do you think he knows the way?
Hmm.
He probably wouldn't share.
he could be a druid for all we know.
Normally I'd laugh at that, but like the druid carver, yeah, that could be, or maybe not. Hey, do y'all want to stand on the things? I don't think there's probably another option, but
The
I
final
can't.
tile in front of the door. The rat kind of smells it and gets on top of it. It looks up to you and then doesn't move.
Ah,
Hey, could
That was not
whoever
the right
hasn't
tile.
already stepped on the, could you
It moves
do
down.
that?
I think I've stepped on a plate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yep, I'm on one.
I took one.
How
So
many?
there's 4 of us on one.
No, we have. What is it? We have 1, 2, 3. There's 5 of us, and what?
Yeah,
6
all
plates?
5 of you are on one different one. Yep.
Okay,
I
so
see the
we need-
problem here. We need an extra
Ah.
person.
Isn't the missing
That-
person on a?
One of them? Yeah, one of them was on one that was pushed down, weren't they?
But they're frozen. That means it's wrong.
Yes. So
I'll grab one of them and move them to the last.
As you get off the tile, the rat starts scurrying away.
yes, I think pulling the those stoned individuals to a tile would be beneficial.
Is the rat scurrying away in a like panicked manner or a like casual manner?
Casual.
Can I tell that? Okay. Well, if it's running, it's not running with an "oh God, get me out of here" kind of run. So, that's good probably for us.
Wouldn't that mean it's quite intelligent?
Probably.
Val will grab one of the statues. It doesn't really matter which one, and just move them to one of the tiles, whichever one someone points me to.
Move the
Just
one if
pick
you
one up
can
and be
that's
like, "Hey,
already. Get the one that if you can that's already on the thing. Because it's in the wrong place, possibly, maybe.
I'll pick them up. Does anything happen when I take them off the tile?
They're still pretty firm.
Guess they're stuck like that. I'll put them on the last tile.
I take it you get back to your tile as well.
Mm-hmm.
You hear 3 clicks and moving on stone.
Are the gems lit up?
Yep.
Hmm.
One of the
Any
gems
change in
starts
the-
being lit up. Another gem starts being lit up.
I think we should go.
I think so.
I'll follow along.
Beat the timer.
The sand is getting in my throat a little bit, though.
I will give you some water.
I'm not touching you.
Yes, that is. You know what? Apologies. You are right. I should be quarantining.
Is his mustache grown anymore?
4 whiskers.
Okay, considering the amount of time it takes to grow these whiskers is concerning.
On each side.
Yeah, I don't typically grow facial hair quite quickly, so let's be
Does
about.
anyone else get deja vu of a golden dragonkin?
Ah, yes. I'm always fighting against time, huh?
No, I believe I do have a water skin on my things, and I'll hand.
I'm a
Tearing
character.
all
I'm
the
eating
water-
chips right now. That's why I said that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
It's John Doe's kind of memory scattered, so he focused on the water skin.
I understand.
All right. So we make our way to the door.
Okay, you guys get to the door, and you hear a noise, and you kind of turn around, and you see the statue of the young woman in a blue silk dress, looking terrified and reaching out to you as the stone door shuts.
this is quite concerning.
Oh, well,
That's not reassuring at all.
I would say good for them because they're not stone anymore, at least. Bad for us.
It looks like she was trying to warn you of something.
I have the distinct feeling that we tend to bumble, or at least beforehand tended to bumble into things like this as well.
Well, at least those
By the
things,
way,
you know?
just so you know, there was some equipment laying in the front of the door that was not there when you started. If you didn't know better, you would say they're archaeological tools.
Hey, I'm an archaeologist. Can I confirm or deny that they are archaeology tools?
Confirm.
Ooh.
Hey, look.
They are tools, let's just say that were made a year from now, but they're old.
And can they be? Are they grabbable? Like, are they in?
Yeah, they're laying around. You can grab them if you want. I don't care.
Okay, I'm not actually grabbing them. I'm just not. So, well, these weren't here before. They're used in my line of work for getting into places. Probably also don't touch these. There's more
Good call on that.
interesting stuff going on.
Right.
Not sure what else to call it. And also, I guess we should probably just go before more stuff starts popping up.
Yeah, that's not a horrible.
Plan.
I guess. All right. Well, don't step on the shovel.
As you recall, you can almost remember like groups of shadows leaning in to look at you when you were standing on the stone. But only for an instant.
This is a very odd place. I'd like to make haste before I have a whole beard.
Put that in my things to not
12
think too hard
whiskers.
about.
Yep. Let's move on.
I will. I'll start trotting past the distressed statue-esque girl here, and what do I see? Do we have more of a chamber to explore?
As you proceed down, You can hear an echoing of a crying woman from behind.
Is it coming closer, or is it? Does it seem to be coming
It's
closer?
fading away,
Oh, okay.
but it's like being
Is it
stretched
coming?
out.
Is it coming from the direction of like the door that we just left?
Yep.
Well, the sound
the way
annoys
back.
me, so I'll like walk faster.
Pick up the pace.
You go down the tunnel a little bit. The stone and dust going up into the air. And you come across what appears to be another strange stone door. There are some abrasions and a plaque on the wall, almost like writing. It's difficult to make out as the cuts blend in with a dry cake stand. On a small slit, a tiny dagger lies buried in the stone, the unique engraving upon the hilt. It also has some kind of strange paper marking and a loop around it.
Well, since I seem to be afflicted with this condition, I think I'll have no fear touching this object here now. I'll inspect the knife. See what what it's all about. Anything I can ascertain from the inscriptions or the design.
So the knife is buried in the stone, and the paper thing on it has a number on it, almost like a tag.
I see. I'll hold the tag aloft, letting the group see that there is a number on it. And I'll look around to see if there's anything that might match the number, or if there's a number of slots or something like that.
No,
Is it a stolen dagger that somebody left here?
nope, doesn't seem to
that-
be. It seems to match the architecture of the air. It's just that's a brand new tag.
Ah,
I'll show it to the our local archaeologist, and would this be more archaeological equipment?
I'm gonna step back a little bit, just so you know. After touching a dude and getting some sort of time disease, you immediately touched things sticking out of it. All right, I'm sure you'll get it eventually.
I think I already have what is
Yes, but you could. I don't know. You could make it worse for yourself, and that may what. All right, it's fine.
nothing.
It's
Uh,
what
you'll touch-
archaeologists use to tag findings.
Normally we put these on interesting things like, hey, this is a dagger, for
I see.
example.
Well, then I might be led to assume that if this is number 4, there must be 3 other objects of interest, at least maybe around here, or maybe on the bodies that we had passed, or perhaps in that equipment that we had passed. Well, let's take a look around and see if we can't find anything.
Written
And,
upon on the hilt of the dagger, or sorry, written upon the blade of the dagger as you picked it up, was the phrase "Blood is the key."
And this is like in common.
Below the
Um,
dagger lies a bowl jutting off from the rock, with carved hands holding it like a sacred offering.
I see.
Val has a flashback to a man being pulled screaming into the darkness.
The
Only
This-
one other person here gets the reference.
It's fine.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
No.
No, this was from
You,
session Uno.
Oh,
Scar. So let's see.
that common, is it look like it was written after the fact, like it's not really part of the design, or is it clearly a like ritualistic dagger?
Ritualistic dagger.
I will I think it's pretty obvious, to me at least. I'll look back to the group. Well, it would appear that this I'll hold up the common to everyone to see. This is appearing to be a ritual dagger. Not very proficient with that, but I think I can see.
No,
it.
normally, yeah, it's these work as you think. You cut yourself in the thing that does a thing. It's specifically what?
By the way, William's exact wording is on the back of the tag in writing. His exact sentence.
Ah,
The
Huh.
tag would appear to have the information that I have just spoken. This is
Talk about
certainly
Yuri.
interesting.
I,
You said this whole area is beset by what was you said chronology.
Almost there.
Chronology. Yeah.
Yes, I'm not very proficient with that
Come
type
on,
of.
come on, you can get it right.
I know my acids from my bases, but not much more about the more magical arts. Yes, but I assume that has things to do with time, since what we've seen. Um, we've been assuming that we're aging rapidly. Would there have any connotations about us interacting with the past?
Theoretically, sure.
Because I really it did not have a description before, but it would appear to have it now.
My
Tarandol flashbacks to his lecture on time. Timey-wimey!
yeah, this whole magical sphere was very much a new idea back when I was in school. I know very little about this or some other upstart magic school. Started with a D.
Hmm.
So I'm of little help. I know of some cases of it, but this seems like an artifact is creating this. This is beyond a wizard, I would say.
Well, I think we have at least a bit of an objective in front of us right here. It is from what I can tell, a blood bowl. I mean,
There's a
I've
piece
read
of
about
paper
these
now in the bowl.
rituals. Ah, yeah, I'll take a look at it.
More shadows in your eye.
I,
it is.
I'm going to immediately whisk my head right over towards where I saw in the vision, the periphery of my vision. Um, did is there anything else in here? Are you guys feeling that we are being watched?
The tag on the
We've
knife is
been-
gone.
I dropped the knife on the pedestal where it was, and I'm going to just back up very, very cautiously and start looking around to see if there's anything hiding in the corners of the room, you know, ducking in the shadows.
You're in a narrow corridor. Nope.
Are you?
I would ask. You said it was a bowl. Is there anything in the bowl? Is it just an empty bowl?
No,
There
it
is
looks
there
like
it was empty. Now there's a piece of paper, it looks like. Some kind of parchment.
Can
I'll,
I pull out the piece of paper and read it? Since William has walked away for the moment.
yes, I am very concerned about our surroundings now. What's
There are 3 words. What languages do you speak, Val?
Aarakocra, Orin, and Common.
Okay. 3 words. Desperation, containment, sacrifice. There's a picture of a vial, of a skull vial, with some kind of strange liquid inside, bubbling as if boiling. There is a
will
vial
those
just
words.
like it now in the bowl. It has a solid cork on it.
Desperation, containment, and sacrifice.
Yep.
And now this little thing.
This is possibly the work of a divine creature or a demonic creature that passes itself off as divine.
You know?
I would say it's more evil.
Yes. It doesn't feel good, but it also. I haven't felt more contempt than overt evil from it.
I'm going to
I can't sense evil.
And then what did it say on the plaque? Was anyone able to read that out?
No, he said it was caked with sand and mud.
My comprehend language does not allow me to read it if I touch it. All I need to do.
No, it's illegible right now.
Well, I'm gonna go approach the bowl, and just pick up that vial.
That's what I was going to pick up the vial and pocket it, but if you beat me to it,
Well, I mean, you're closer to it.
Val has a vial.
If you're not being sneaky about it, I'll ask you for it.
yeah, I'll hand it over.
Yes, let me have. Thank you.
I would have just said this is probably going to come in handy later.
Well, I am
But
well
as
mannered
for
in things with vials, but can I just take out my alchemist tools and maybe my handbook for information? I can identify substances with my alchemy tools.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try and ascertain what this liquid is?
There was a picture of the vial full of liquid on the parchment. The vial itself, though, is empty. As far as you can tell.
Ah,
I see.
I think someone with blood is supposed to fill it up.
You could just bleed in the bowl. It'll probably also.
Well, didn't that vial have something contained within it? Isn't that what the note said?
No, there was just a picture of the vial with some
no,
liquid in it.
It said the parchment says desperation, containment, and
Sacrifice.
sacrifice. So, what I was thinking was this is probably the Well of the Lost, and we're supposed to put something in the bowl so that way old John here can watch something in it. But maybe that's not that. This is. We're gonna get very literal with the interpretation. We gotta bleed into this bowl and put it into the vial.
And I'm not sure that I produce blood.
Yeah, easy enough. Pass me the dagger. I don't know if it has to be that dagger. It could be anything else, really.
Does the bowl have a funnel that it goes that would like would go down into?
You can kind of see some kind of weird grooving or shape in the center, yeah?
I would have offered to do it myself, but we probably want to keep using the dagger itself since it's part of it. But if you volunteer for it,
There's more shadows. All the dust in the area is gone, pretty much, as if wiped away with a brush.
Do we all see the shadows or just
Yep.
one or two?
Yeah, this is concerning.
The venue is getting more crowded. I'd say if we're gonna do something, let's do it. So hand me
sounds like
that.
we're on the right track.
Is there a pattern with the shadows moving? Like, is
It's
there
like
any
people moving
discernible
around and looking at your arm, your chest, your face. Almost like being looked at by a doctor.
We haven't moved for a very long time.
From a certain point of view. Now, if you ain't gonna do it yourself, hand me the dagger. Come on.
Permit me to try something at least. I'd like to, before we spill blood, I'm gonna take my water skin and pour a little bit of the water into the bowl. If it's purely a mechanical sense, maybe we just need a liquid. It might be.
You pour out what appears to be a liquid water, right? Except your water skin has long been dry.
Yeah, religious. I wouldn't change a religious rite just because you don't know what the god could be angry and bring wrath.
If there weren't that specific dagger, I would have like bitten my thumb already. Come on.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm not well versed with all that.
Despise those that lie. Is the dagger nearby?
He's still got it.
No, I left it on the I left it on the podium.
Oh, it's there. Okay. I don't know what I was waiting for.
Time for part 2.
No, okay, fine. You want to flip a coin? Am I doing it or are you doing it? Who's doing it?
Might as well keep the theme. I'll do it. Go ahead
Fine.
and do a little bit of on the elbow cut.
That's
Get
a
in the
weird spot to cut. Just
Listen,
I want you to know that. That's a weird spot to cut. If we ever get in a situation in real life where we have to cut and bleed into a bowl to open a door, don't do it on the elbow. That's
I
weird.
take off my shoe and I poke it on my big toe, the
Alright.
left one.
Okay, forearm. How's that? I'll do it off of my forearm.
Okay,
You
yeah,
only have two
that's
arms.
appropriately dramatic, okay?
Just cut your head so it can bleed profusely into the bowl.
Yeah, but then you can't use your hand well. Do it on the
Are you
forearm.
going across the stream or up
I
the
said
street?
head, not hand. Because head wounds bleed profusely.
Yikes.
And then you can't see because there's blood in
That
your
is
face.
true.
All right.
Who could have done
Anyways,
this?
into the bowl.
Drops of blood seem to fall slowly and then land in the bowl.
Oh, that's not healthy.
It gets sucked downward like a sinister spiral. Blood enters grooves in the wall, making them readable to the naked eye. There are several flashes of shadows as they seem to crowd around the plaque, as if studying it.
Well, I'm glad someone's getting entertainment out of this.
I'm just going to
Oh my god! I just realized what the shadows
instinctively
are.
hold my hands out.
What are the shadows?
I, I think that I think time's going backwards, and they're making the plaque readable. I think it's like a different time. I don't know. That's just William thinking out loud or something like that.
Okay. All right.
But
So
by
this
all
is
means,
what it
continue.
Try and
reads.
get a little
Okay.
bit of the blood into the vial.
You can't uncork it.
Oh shit.
This is what it says. Blood is the price, and so you have paid. Speak no lies, or become unmade. Buried in the earth, a face looks with no eyes. Draw it forth from the well, if you believe it to be a worthy prize. It's sealed by fate, and water pure. A price be paid, like a lover's last farewell. A red sunset will come at last, as it has once, and always will, bound by time in an endless sea. For unless it stands still, it always will ever be.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
We get the copy pasta.
Yep.
And you said like these black shadows were like they were fixing the plaque to make it like
As if studying it.
level of studying it.
They're archaeologists studying the dig site that we're part of and have probably been for quite some time.
Come on.
Draw it forth from the well if you believe it to be a worthy prize. Oh, I know what it's talking
Yep.
about now.
So
Think
why
I've-
does your book have a very similar passage?
I have no clue. It
Magic.
just reveals things. And I'm assuming this is the well it was speaking of, although assumptions and all that.
No. Oh yeah, assumptions and everything. Let me just tell you, meta knowledge in this instance makes this so much better. Not knowing it, 100%.
Oh, I know the Bone Man from the other game. Trust me.
No, I know. There are at least 2 people here who don't know,
No.
and when they do
Oh.
know, it gets so much cooler.
Yes, this is. There's less suspense, but you'll get it.
And this is like probably 2% creepy what it's going to end up being, so.
Nah, it's still creepy. It's just
Oh yeah, I'm getting kind of Resident Evil 1 vibes from the creepy factor of it.
Never watched it or read it or played it.
Played it. It's a PlayStation game, or they've put it on everything now.
Gotcha.
Just Resident Evil.
The entrance to the cavern opens. The edges flecked with shadows to reveal stairs down below. The darkness is thick and protruding, like a blanket of shadows.
All right.
See, it seems to have worked.
Ye-
I'll point over to William and ask for like a bandage or something for my arm so I can wrap it up.
It's
Yeah,
already been scabbed over.
No need to waste it.
I'll look at
Already
the.
oh,
Yeah, yeah. It seems to be that your body is very well adept at taking care of itself.
It's just a tiny
especially with
scar.
the assistance of time.
that scar's a lot smaller than the cut I made.
Yes, it would appear that you are also aging. I would just my prognosis is that we finish this faster than or
Yes,
sooner than
but-
later, I should say.
I'm
I-
glad
I
I started
agree.
this at 6 years old.
Well,
More shadowy shapes appear, moving up and down the stairwell.
Well,
yes,
we are possibly not the first to go in, so
Well, there was
let's
two
get
other
a
hidden
move on.
havens, so I'm guessing those were the people who already came here.
All right, that's cool. I
Alright.
ain't heard of them.
down the.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll follow forth.
The further you go in, the shadows seem to grow thicker, and the light seems to work less. In your torches, you can almost see small black tendrils, shaped like hands, grasping at the edges of the flames. There is but one way to go, forward. You see an opening in the rock, a gaping hole beckoning you in with a comforting chill. A small flecks of sand, suspended in the air, slowly drifting towards the gap, as if being sucked in. Walking through, you descend more and more. Along the walls are shapes embedded into the surface, rough drawings of indistinct creatures from a bygone era. Whatever they are monstrous, as if from another world or another age. Your party continues, and your feet feel the dirt beneath it become more compact, and each step makes a hollow, crunching sound. After what seems like forever, your party arrives in another door, made of stone gathered by shadows. To the right of the door lies a skull, jutting out from a depression in the wall, slightly ajar and loose. Carved around the depression is the shape of a man's skeleton, missing his head.
Well then,
Greetings.
Shadows ruminate around you, and the door opens with a rough sound of rock on rock in but a moment, as if screaming and hurting your ears. You can continuously hear the sound of inner mechanisms behind the wall, unlocking as you go. The shadows seem to stand still. You hear a faint, sinister laugh echo from the darkness below. Sometimes, doors are not locked to keep out intruders, but to keep something within.
well, this is all quite ominous.
Yeah,
But I don't necessarily see any other course of action.
we are kind of stuck in this bubble, whatever it is. We didn't really have a choice, did we?
As
Need
you
to
proceed,
justify yourself. Just go on.
each step seems to be a bit harder, as if the air itself makes your feet feel unnaturally heavy, almost like you're continually out of breath. The hissing whisper you hear, shadows crowd out the light, and your torches extinguish, and you are plunged into darkness.
How does dark vision work here?
What dark vision? Everything's gray, baby.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
I will use my staff to attempt to help me navigate down the stairs.
You just hear from Val a very loud squawk, which is Aarakocra for "Oh shit."
Fulvus is making incomprehensible grumbling noises. He's
Every
channeling Yosemite Sam.
every breath you take from exertion comes out as visible in the chill air and wafts towards tiny holes in the wall, as if being greedily breathed in. Perception, everyone, please.
21.
It's a 6.
17.
14.
In the walls are both carved and embedded skulls. Some of the air you breathe is being sucked into the mouths of the skulls set into the walls. Even without eyes, you can tell the skulls are shaped by unsung screams. The carvings of other shapes appear to be made from sharp bones of some kind, from fingers, not teeth. Yes, come deeper. Descend into the depths.
Well, then, let's get on with this appointment we have with this foreboding entity.
Yes.
Remember, we're here to claim an item.
I would. Remembering skulls from our little trial expose, if I remember, it says when they embark on their journey, they must answer and breathe true. For skulls despise those that lie.
Also that clap. We will
Yeah.
be made undone if we lie.
I think it might be whatever we're about to entertain, trying to get us to lie.
Well, let's get to the bottom.
Yeah.
No use in.
There are more shadows in front of you. They seem to be curious and investigatory. And then, in but an instant, 3 shadows lie prone and are dragged into the darkness.
That
Yes.
that was unexpected.
This is
The other shadows leave and run up on the stairs, and about a moment later, they too are dragged downwards.
Let's hope that doesn't happen to you, William.
Serves you right for not
It will be a
respecting
tragedy,
my
I'm sure.
personal space.
Or you, Valatu Artez Dreocht.
Not my full government name.
Oh no.
Oh my God, he see your driver's license.
You're
Let's,
chipped up.
let's continue down.
The ground shakes, and you hear an echoing whisper. Ha ha. What delicious wandering souls. As you proceed, you begin to realize something weird about the ground. The dirt beneath your feet is not dirt. It's bone meal. Your feet are crunching on ground up bones.
That's disturbing.
I wonder how many people they had to sacrifice to build up this particular structure, or build down, I suppose, in this case.
I'm going to scoop some up and put it in a little vial on me.
Multitudes upon multitudes. And for those of you, don't breathe it in.
Bone dust. Don't breathe this.
The
I might use
maw
this in
gets
a,
their
spell liquor.
souls. His pets gain their flesh. And their bones, well, their bones come to me. Eventually.
Can you say that one more time, please, Dean?
You see the maw gets their souls, his pets get their flesh, and their bones come to me eventually.
The Mogs get their souls?
The maw.
Maw.
Oh, Maw.
M-A-W, Maw.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Have
can I do
built
a
this?
some sort of like have I heard of this? The mall?
Nope.
Has Val heard of the Maw?
Nope.
Two,
Would John
two
have an
separate parts of the timeline.
Yeah, would John have a epiphany type memory of his past life?
The maw is a closely guarded secret, no matter what iteration of the campaign you play.
Yup.
He's like, no, I've been in catacombs and stuff. No mention of whatever our friend is talking about.
Nope.
Might be a local
understanding
thing.
of it.
With my Sage background, I don't think I've heard of it either, though, have I?
Nope.
Yeah. No clue.
Well, this will be a great learning opportunity.
Must be a desert thing.
After several more minutes of descending, the air feels oppressively cold and thin, as if no matter what you do, it's difficult to get enough air. The further you go, the stones become more difficult to see and traverse with each step, until eventually you come across what appears to be a massive underground cavern. Below you is a chasm with an ornate bridge made of bones and wood. Inside the chasm itself is an ocean of darkness, writhing and moving like an undulating pool. Bones stick up in piles everywhere, shards even caking the very earth you walk on, most in unfamiliar shapes. Some even resemble monstrous beasts. Through the thickening shadows moving about as if in fog, you can barely make out the shapes of buildings etched into the cavern walls. This is a massive underground city, a city of death and bone, buried within the sand forever. Every breath, every whisper, every sound you make echoes within this foreboding place. At the center of the room lies a black stone altar. Upon the altar lies broken chains, as if abandoned for nearly a decade, or longer. Beyond the altar is a black throne, and upon it lies the shape of a large skeletal man in a tattered black robe, wearing a golden crown centered upon a burnished red jewel. Near his left side is two large-handed, ancient-looking sword, the blade's tip bared with the dust and dirt of charred bones. His white pale skull is resting upon an elbow. Still leaning forward, he points towards what looks to be a strange, strange thing in this place. Unusual well, made of black stone, molded with bone. A bucket lies on the side.
We found the well.
Yup.
All right. Well, if I remember right, we have to draw from the well.
Does anyone have
No,
a
wash your
piece of
cloth in it.
cloth?
I mean, there's a bucket.
I'm just wearing armor and like the normal underclothes, so John doesn't have any cloth on him. He's like, "Does anyone have cloth?"
I mean, I had a handkerchief.
I have.
Yeah, I have common clothes.
I have my specific
clothes
clothing.
I'm wearing on my back.
That is what John has, the clothes on his back.
I have a little bit of knickknacks here and there.
Well, if you have an adventurer's pack, you would have like bits of cloth or like a blanket or anything like that you could tear up.
He has a priest's pack, which does not come with anything like that.
Well, well, some priest pack would come with cloth for use of burning for oils and things like that. So
Oh yeah,
it's up to you if you think your character would have it. That's cool.
I'm looking through and seeing because I could say there might be like a sash or something on the priest's vestments.
Yep.
Yeah, I could use that.
As you guys approach the central area, you begin to hear faint whispers unintelligible moans of sorrow or suffering or even temptation. Perhaps even deadly warning. Whispers upon whispers build as the sound of wind rolls around.
Might want to make that quick, John.
Yeah, I will go ahead and draw the water from the well and dip the cloth into the bucket and wrap it around my eyes.
A rattling sound, deafening, shakes the room. From all directions, more and more bones begin to collect and form the shape of a hulking figure, about 30 feet tall, with a ghostly black robe that reaches over his head. Mug, you are currently standing on a bone that is wriggling, attempting to move towards this figure. Volvus?
Oh. Uh, hmm, this looks important. I'll just get out of the way. Excuse me.
The bone skitters and launches itself, and attaches itself as a finger upon its hand.
Ugh.
As if a living shadow, he grows taller and taller, then looks down, his face covered. Ah, my friends. It's been a while.
I'm sure it has. This has been extremely entertaining, but is there any specific reason this is all about? As I gesture to like everything about.
His face leans in close, and then looks upside down. What marvelous bones you have this time. Come closer. Let me see those pretty teeth.
Fine, just fine right here, thank you. If you would release us from whatever realm this is, that would be fantastic. It would, I think, benefit everybody if we could just move about our day.
Ah,
We're here for an
you're
item.
stuck in my web. Like little flies.
Like Valatu said, I think we are here for a specific item.
He keeps getting us confused.
Oh, I have it off the side of my screen, and you two are right next to each other. So when I see the green blip up,
We've came for the heart.
sorry.
No, you cannot have it. It's mine.
We are apparently in the cycle again.
In a cycle. You've always been in a cycle. You were born into it. You are of the cycle. It cannot exist without you, and you cannot exist without it. Fool. Even without your memories, you should know that.
Mm.
But I do have obligations. But he looks quickly towards Tarandal. So do you. The vial finds its way inside of his hand. He points it open towards Tarandal. Breath of the non-believer. Give it to me.
I cover my mouth with my hands and say, first the item. Where's it at?
I I don't think we're at a bargaining position here.
Well,
I
to
don't
be
think
fair, he is not asking for your breath, so it's a little more.
Bones like vines begin to grow around your legs, Tyrandol.
This creature is quite powerful. And we are in its lair.
I can cast 2 miracles.
What is power but the will to change?
As I said, show me where the item is, then you can have it.
What item do you speak of? The heart lies deep in the center of the world, guarded by a shard of crystal.
Is DM, is that the item that we're here for?
No, as far as I know, you're here for a sample of the water, if I remember correctly.
Oh, we don't. I don't care about the heart then. Whatever, it can. You can keep destroying this area for all you want. I don't care about that. No, I need some for the water, I guess. Wait, the same water in the well?
Mm-hmm.
The
Go
one
ahead
that
and roll me a con save, Tyrandol.
13.
You sneeze.
does the sneeze echo?
It does. As he sneezes, the exhalation, he grabs it with what seems like two tiny, precise fingers, and then drags more and more as if you're almost out of breath. And he puts it in the vial.
Oh my god.
I can't see what's going on.
Don't worry about it. Just keep on doing the thing that you're doing. He's
You good,
fine.
Tyrandol?
He just he's fine. Probably.
Something tells me he does this a lot.
He opens up his cloak and you see what appears to be a sea of lights. Looking in closer, you could almost see each light is actually a vial of breath. Now, what brings you to my lair? Have you come to give me more souls?
No, I think we're just here for the well water.
I don't know if you're familiar with a trial of sorts.
Oh. Well, I suppose it makes sense. The curator could not reset everything this time. He leans in close.
Something's off.
There are leaks. He waves a bony hand towards the well, and it starts bubbling and bringing up as if from like a volcano. Skulls are starting to fall out of the water. And then in the
Ooh.
center is a swirling ball of pure blue liquid. Water so pure. Took many souls to make, you know. It's not easy tapping the well. He holds out another vial. He opens it, and one tiny drop moves over from it and goes inside the vial. And he closes it. And then he wraps it in a thick black cloth. It now forms a cord around it. Here, it is what you came for. I dare not kill you again. It is complicated, but doesn't usually work out that well. Though, he kind of turns around and Stops. Then he looks over at one shoulder towards you. I haven't tried killing half of you.
Is the water still floating up?
Yeah.
As he's turning away, I'm going to lift the corner of the blindfold and like scooch over towards it and try to shove my face into it.
Are you sure?
Nope.
I mean, nothing happened the last time he washed it. Maybe now.
Yeah, this was the thought. Let me roll and see if he's that dumb without his memories. I'll just roll intelligence.
And the verdict is.
That's a 5.
All right then. Well, okay.
There's no need to kill half of us. One of them is just gonna do it.
Yep.
He snaps towards you instantly. You have defiled the sacred water. Fool! Suddenly, everyone notices that John, he's a fucking skeleton.
Okay, just looking at him wide-eyed.
It washed away all of your facade.
Why?
I'm getting ready to
I'm
cast
still
Ray
wearing
of
the
Frost.
blindfold.
Watch out! That water is
But-
going to turn you into a dead man. More so than you were already. The train of thought here is that he drank it and turned into a skeleton.
Well,
I-
before we ruin anything else, why don't you
Ark of
just
the
let us out
Covenant.
of your fantastic?
He
web of
snaps
sorts?
twice with two bony fingers. The skeletal figure with a crown on his head gets up from his throne and draws his greatsword. Kill 2 or 3 of them. Allow the
I was
rest to
there-
whimper and beg.
I was merely following the command of my god.
Your god has no power here.
Well, he does over me, and I was commanded.
Roll initiative.
Yay!
Let's go.
Time to leave.
Yay.
Oh, I
That's
rolled a 5.
flat 7.
I rolled
23.
a 5 and got a 13.
Nice.
Into the general chat. 7.
General chat.
Alright. Who wants to use their miracle to teleport us out of here? Or maybe my wild magic will do it when I rage. Who knows? We're about to find out.
Your wild magic at everybody, or just you?
I mean,
It's wild.
I mean, it's
Who knows?
wild magic.
two
It
or
can.
three of us are 2 or 3 of us are gonna die. I think that's what he wants. It's not gonna be me.
Yeah, y'all are about to see something really crazy too.
Yeah, we didn't see this last time.
Nope. A skeleton's gonna cast Turn Undead.
Would turn yourself.
Oh, I
It
guess I should put
doesn't
it in
affect
general.
me.
Do I get a chance to cast Ray of Frost as a surprise round? 'Cause I was
No.
ready to cast it.
When it's your turn, you can.
Alright, give me 1 second, getting it set up.
just imagine the "I told you so" of Emily in the background.
Yep.
Oh shit. Well, it gets first initiative.
Oof.
Yeah. Not so ideal, honestly. Okay, what cool thing's gonna do? Let's see.
See our little
See. Hmm. Interesting. Oh. 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 Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, it has a condition. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, cool.
instantly kills 2 party members.
It's actually kind of funny because it does have an ability that's almost akin to Power Word Kill, but not like
Oh no.
as OP. So, the more you know. Okay. It's gonna make 2 good old swings at let's see who pissed him off, John.
Yep.
Wow, that's a skeleton not under the bone man's command. That's definitely got this.
Does an
Oh,
18 or
I'm
a
sure.
16 hit you?
18 hits, 16 does not.
Okay.
AC of 17.
That is 13 slashing damage.
Ouch. What did we have temp HP from?
As far as I know, I didn't. So
You had
Um,
cast false laugh when you fell.
Oh yeah, that's had time to wear off then. Okay. How much was the damage again?
13.
A
Ouch.
very
Third of my
fitting
health
number.
right there.
Yeah, ouch.
All right.
how's the lighting in this general area? Like terrible?
Dim light at best.
Okay. So we can
Fabulous.
sort of see. Okay. Well, I don't really want to just lie down and. I guess we're doing this. I'm gonna. I'm gonna run up, walk up, run up. Um, is this like a big old flat plane, or are we on like an elevated arena?
A
Is there
mound.
like
Kind of a
okay.
mound. Yeah.
Does it fall off into forever on the edges, or
Yeah.
okay, okay,
As far as you
no,
can tell, anyway.
the forever or the close approximation of. I got you.
Don't
That's
fall off.
Just for my my benefit. I'm gonna sidle on up, and I guess we're doing this, and make an attack. Yeah, with my quarterstaff. Yeah. Here we go. Where's the button? I haven't done this for a while. There it is.
What'd you roll?
25.
Waiting for the back.
He sidesteps and parries.
Well, I figured it wasn't going to be this easy. I'm going to. I'm going to, with my bonus action, make one unarmed strike.
Go for it.
Rolling a 21 to hit.
Okay. So how do you hit him exactly? You hit him in the armor? What are you doing?
So the first swing with the staff overhead, he, I guess it, I seemingly, I don't know how he blocks it. I guess it brings it up like, um, with the allowing the momentum of the miss strike to carry him, Fulvis will spin, and spin into an axe kick into the center of mass of the guy.
He staggers back 5 feet, but doesn't seem very harmed.
I'll just roll the damage here. For 6 bludgeoning.
You get the sense that he isn't as winded as you should be from that kind of strike.
Fair enough. It's never that easy, he thinks to himself. And that will end my turn.
Resistance to bludgeoning.
John Doe.
Yep.
You just rocked your
Uh,
shit. What you gonna do?
True to form, I'm gonna cast Turn Undead.
All right. Save DC.
It is Wisdom 13.
Okay. You made it first try. 18.
I figured.
If a skeleton without eyebrows could squint at you, he just did.
And John is still blindfolded, so I guess my bonus action is removing the blindfold.
You have blind sight.
Oh, I will leave it on then.
30 feet.
That's not great, but it's not horrible. I cannot cast another spell as a bonus action, can I?
Nope.
Yep.
By the way, you get the sense that this blindfold will work for just about anyone who uses it.
Ah. I will. Right in the middle of combat's probably not the best time to be telling people this.
Hey, try this on.
Yeah. So yeah, that's I will do what I can to move away from the direct attack, and yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Dr. William Becker.
I am going to keep a distance, but I'm going to do a bonus attack action with the homunculus, and he's going to do a force strike. I'm going to roll that d20. So it's a
Curious, do you
16.
have the ability to resummon your familiar?
He is a infusion. I'd have to. It's not like a spell to summon. I'd have to double check what the specifics are.
Okay. Because I am brutal when it comes to people using pets in combat. That's an FYI, so hope you're not attached.
Well, that's fine. I can figure it out. It's a little hardier than a regular dude, but yeah, he's just my bonus action for now.
Okay.
But yeah, oh, that's not the right stat. Hold on, let me bring it up. I have it on the other screen. Here it is. So it is range attack is your spell attack modifier. Okay, good. My spell attack modifier is +4. So that is a 20 to hit, and he does a d4 +2.
Roll it.
Yep. All right, so that's 5 points of force damage, plus I'm going to uncork one of my larger containers of acid and shake it a lot. I'm going to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew at him. He has to make a dex save.
He's a very dexterous boy.
My spell save is 14.
That's what he rolled.
Okay, so he does dodge it. I'm still concentrating on it, though. And that's my turn.
Tarandal.
It's a line shot, so keeping
Gotcha.
everybody else out of it.
Gotcha. Tarandal.
Is there soil down here that I can conjure a spell from?
No soil whatsoever. Like bone meal, if that would work for your spell, but
You can right click on a plant with bone meal to make it grow instantly.
It instantly turns out to be 5 or 6 clicks.
well, to dig
I
it
was-
nerf, so.
I was seeing if I could cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Maximilian's Bone and Grasp.
Yeah, the bone meal that I had picked up earlier, can I try and use that as the component instead of the clay?
Sure, you can roll me an intelligence or any kind of intelligence check to see if you can make it work, or your any check that's based off your spell casting. So
I'll roll Arcana.
okay,
In the medical field, this is referred to as the hand bone.
17.
you managed to make it work. It's gonna be a little bit weird, but you think it'll work.
Okay, so I sculpt the bone meal into what I need, and then I will cast the spell Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Okay, is there a save or an attack? I think it's a save, right?
Yeah, it's a strength save, DC 14.
Oh, he's really good at strength. We'll see. Rolled a 17.
Then there's just a medium-sized hand right next to him, trying to grab him.
All right, Val.
Hey, so really quickly, is the way out the way that we came in currently blocked off?
It's open.
It's open. Do I get the sense that he could have closed it at any point in time? Or is it just a stuck open kind of thing?
You have no idea.
Based. Okay.
It's basically. Do you think this guy has the ability to warp reality at will, or
Well, it was more like this place is made out of bones, and he has control over bones, so maybe.
We did see some ghosts get dragged down the stairs.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but they're ghosts. They're not flesh and blood.
What if we're ghosts and we don't know it?
Well, then we're fucked.
I mean, technically, we're ghosts driving bone mech suits with flesh armor.
You're right. I'm gonna yell out, everyone make it for the door, and I'm going to fly up to Bone Giant Guy. Not Bone Man. I don't want to fight him. I want to fight the King Guy. And I will get real close to him, so that way I can whack him, but I'm gonna rage. So that is a... tell me what happens with my wild magic, because we're not using the wild surge table.
I'll use yours for this one if you want. So
Let's go 1d8. Where is it at? 1d8. What am I doing? That's a 2. Damn. I teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. So I just did all that movement for nothing.
Now you can flank behind him.
I imagine, because I have a fly speed of 50 feet, that it didn't take all of it.
don't worry, just blame the bad ping.
Yeah. I imagine that it was like I fly through a portal and I go a different direction at him in order to like fake him out, and that's when I do my attack.
All right, go for it.
Which is a 17, the lowest roll yet. Wait, hang on. I forgot rage. That gives me... No, that's just a +2 to melee damage. Not to hit. So that's just a regular old 17 to hit.
Just wait until you get reckless, huh?
We're level 3. I think he has it.
Oh, yeah.
Does he really want to give him advantage?
Oh yeah, that is something that I have, but I'm not gonna do
It's not like I would launch when it basically amounts to 4 attacks at you, Val, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you would.
play it safe. It's more like I'm here to throw him off, so that way everyone can get away, and then I'm gonna be the last one to book it. So I'm not gonna reckless attack. It's just a regular old rage and hit, so I assume I don't hit.
Okay, what's the roll?
17.
Okay. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Okay. Alright. So the attack fails. So, what I need from you, as he attempts to grab you by the throat midair, I need you to make me a strength check to contest his grapple.
Like a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
+7. God damn it. That's an 11.
You are raging.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, hang on. No, I am raging.
Yeah.
It's advantage.
He rolled a 24, so.
Ouch.
14.
7 plus 7. Nice.
Okay. You're not gonna like this part.
Well, if it's bludgeoning, piercing, or slicing damage, I take half.
It's not damage. It's worse.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Well,
Is he like a chicken being defeathered?
no.
I think he's gonna stick choking.
No. No, 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 no.
Oh my god, this skeleton has been in here for so long. He can finally choke his chicken again.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't appreciate this at all.
No.
Compel fealty. He casts Dominate Monster.
Is there a saving throw?
There is a saving throw. When we look at the
Wait,
DC.
Dominate
Yeah.
Dominate monster doesn't work against humanoids.
I think it does. Hold on.
No,
It's
Dominate Monster works on everything.
I think
Yeah,
so.
is it?
Yeah.
I
It's
thought it
it's
only
whatever
worked on-
it's whatever dominate spell is.
There's
That-
3
that would be
dominate
Yeah,
spells.
because
The-
what it does is it basically it casts it's like charm, but it works on anything. It has to be humanoid though.
Yeah.
there's 3, and it's only the
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Dominate-
this
or
this
whatever
stat block
work.
doesn't have like the spell name in it. It just has a description of the
Oh,
spell name.
right.
So
Okay. Well,
okay.
dominate monster
yeah.
is you beguile a creature. That is the general target.
okay.
Dominate person is the one that.
I think
does
it's I think yeah I
humanoid.
think it's dominate person. I think monster is like a way higher level, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Dominate
Yeah.
monster is the higher level one that works on everything.
Oh,
okay,
gotcha.
so
Yeah,
it
no,
does
this
work
is
on
this is
everything.
dominate person. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What is his save? Oh,
Either way, they would
I
both
would
be
say that I
legal
am
targets.
indeed a person.
yeah.
Are you though?
It's a 7. It's a
Yeah.
DC 17 save. So wisdom save. Roll it for me, buddy. You got this.
Well, I have a 3 and 20 shot.
Yikes.
I'm not gonna use D&D Beyond because D&D Beyond is ass.
I'm going to post
Knows it.
additional reaction gifs in the general channel.
This is a +0 saving throw.
Hey, at least it's not a negative, right?
Right. It's just a 1 in 3 chance of succeeding is all. A 1 in a 3 in 20.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Roughly
Just
like a
kidding, I
1
was
in
1 away.
6, like 6.5.
I was 1 away. That was a 16 flat.
That's a big sad right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have anything that can help out with that.
Don't-
Val, you are in
this was a
service to your
dex
new
saving
lord,
throw.
the Skeleton King.
Hog.
Oh, I don't
Well,
have.
everyone knows to run, so
I don't have
You-
flash of inspiration yet. do
Hunt
I?
them down like dogs.
I mean,
No,
okay.
I don't.
And for his
Sounds
movement, the
fun.
skeleton is going to, having properly delegated his duties, he's going to sit back on his throne and watch.
He just looks away. Hey guys, no hard feelings, but
Ye-
You know what you do when you do it, you know?
when a god comes a knocking, you just kind of got.
All right, Fulvulus, what you gonna do? Your buddy is charmed and looking at you very angrily.
Is it my turn again?
Yeah,
Did we go through it,
rage?
the entire initiative?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Wait, doesn't rage affect charm?
Yes, it does.
I don't see anything about it affecting it.
Nope. Raging gives you bonus.
I mean, one of the
So-
subclasses does a thing, but that's
Yeah, one of the other subclasses does.
and it might be a later feature as well.
I don't know if you're thinking if you can't cast spells while raging.
Yeah, I can't cast spells.
Berserker Barbs gets some sort of bonus against some mind
Now,
control
if
things,
I
but
had
that's
gotten
later.
one of my other wild magics instead of my teleport one, that would be a different story. Because there's one in here that's like it summons a pixie that gives you bonus save, but I didn't get that one.
Hey guys, what do we want?
To run?
Mm-hmm.
If you say so.
Yeah, that's what I said before, but now that I'm
By the
thinking
way,
about
can
it,
everyone
I wanna
roll
see-
me a kind of like an Arcana to see what's going on with Val? See if he's obviously hostile to you now.
Wow.
I have a
13.
19.
23.
I got a 19.
Yeah, yeah. DC is like 10, so
Okay.
if you got at least a 10, you will know that Val is clearly hostile towards you now.
Ye-
Well, in that case, well, I'm just gonna. If we are, so
He
out
said
of
to
character, we
hunt
have
them
agreed
down
to
specifically.
peace out, right?
Yes, that was the last order given, was to leave.
ye-
But I think a majority of us can have ascertained that he's under some kind of charm, and probably will not be following us out.
Okay, DM, he said to hunt them down, correctly?
Yes.
In that case, Val is going to call out, you have 5 seconds,
Run.
and the hunt begins. You have 6 seconds before the hunt begins.
Okay, and okay, I guess if out of character, if we've agreed to run, then I will. In that case, 40 feet movement away towards where the exit was. Dash action, an additional 40 feet away towards away. Bonus action, expend a key point to use Step of the Wind to dash again another 40 feet away.
So you're just gonna keep running away from this guy who's only got, so X movement speed. Here's the
He said to
problem.
go.
Here's an Eric Cocker with 50 feet of flying speeds. I don't know how that's gonna work out for you, buddy.
I've got 120 feet for now, and there's people running slower than I do.
Ye-
And since we're all getting out, I'm 120 feet from where I was, and it's the next person.
6 seconds ago, yeah.
I end my turn.
You know what? You know what's happening? Is you two are Harry and Ron in the fucking car, and he's Jerry. You know what I mean? Hold on. Okay, I got you. Hold on. This is what I'm talking about, by the way, for reference, for those who don't understand what I'm talking about. This is basically what's happening right now. when he has 5 feet more movement than you do.
I was just checking my stat blocks to make sure if he can catch up or not. I don't think he can just yet. He gets faster feats at like what, level 5?
He already has a fly speed though.
Oh, is it faster than
He
us?
has a fly speed of 50.
Yeah.
Everyone else has a move speed of 30. I have a move speed of 40.
Uh,
Yeah.
So, good luck.
And by the way, since he does have reckless attack, he would be using that. So
Oh, am I? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Hunt them down with impunity.
Heavy metal music starts.
Oh yeah. Wait.
only thing they fear is you.
All right, John, what are you doing, buddy?
I am dropping my spiritual weapon in front of Val and then running.
Okay, you attacking with your spiritual weapon, or can you do that
No,
for one?
I'm summoning it.
Okay.
It's a bonus action to summon, and I'm using my action to run my full 60 feet.
Okay. Dr. William Becker, what are you doing?
Well, considering his speed, I don't really think I can attack. I'll use my bonus action to let my little fly guy bop out a little force strike as a. Probably not. I'm targeting the little Lich King, but I don't think a 4, 5, 7 hits.
It does not. He slightly moves his head and he misses.
Yeah. My little cauldron's gonna fly out 30 feet to the exit. I really want to hit him with something, but I'm. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm close to the door, right? So I have some distance on our barbarian friend or whoever it is. I'm going to spray another dash of the caustic brew. So go ahead and make a dex save, DC 14, for Mr. Lich King. Sitting down, I don't know if I have advantage against, or if he has disadvantage.
I'll give him disadvantage.
Oh,
Damn, he rolled a
thought
16.
you were
That was the
going
lowest
to
lowest
say
one.
against
Got it.
Val.
Well,
He moves his head in the opposite direction and whizzes past.
a solvent
Well,
of acid is just chipping away at his stone chair. I'm gonna 30 feet out the door.
Yep. There is currently a glowing death scythe facing Val.
Well,
Because
that's
that is John's spiritual weapon.
Tyrandol, what you doing?
As my action, I'm going to slam the bone mill fist into the king who's now sitting down. So he needs to make another strength saving throw.
Okay, I'll make him have disadvantage on it. Okay, well, just guess normal roll because he normally has advantage. But he rolled a 21.
Well,
Damn,
that doesn't
dice
do
are crazy.
anything. Then it just gives him a nice massage. Then here you go, little man. You need this.
It's hitting so weak because it's made of jello.
And then I'm going to move action 30 feet, fly backwards. Now, what is it to cast a miracle? Is that like a free action or is that an action?
In combat and action.
Okay. So I'm getting something ready then. But that's my turn.
Okay.
I attempted to pin him down, but it didn't work.
Gotcha. You kind of pissed him off a little bit, Tyrandol. I need you to make me a, what is it? Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Okay, here it is. You must make a charisma saving throw of DC.
Charisma is my
Oh,
dump
16. Okay, DC 16. Sorry, bad math. DC 16.
13.
He points to you and he poof.
What does
Did
poof
he just
mean?
banish you?
He just banished him.
Oh my.
Am I
Wait,
am I
does that
not
mean he
native
goes
here?
back to his time?
Uh,
Or
He's safe for a minute.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll determine where he was later.
Okay, well, this has been fun. Good night, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
So,
in a, in
yeah,
a minute,
technically, none
regardless
of us
how
are
this
native
can end.
here. We all fell from the sky. None of us are native here.
He goes back up to that weird curator guy writing the book. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Just
So
sit down and
is
have
it
you a glass of tea.
is it time to rip and tear?
Hold on. All right. Val, here we go.
All right. He will simply call out wrong target and will just burst forward at whoever is the closest person. Whoever did not go the furthest out with my.
That would probably be Dr. William Becker.
Really wasn't anybody closer?
John's got a movement.
I mean,
speed of
everyone
60, so
else
he's
used like
probably next
key
to you.
and dashes and shit like that. I'm just
No, yeah.
saying.
Probably is true. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're not wrong.
No, it would be John and Dr. Becca right next to each other because we've got the same speed.
So. Well, I don't know, which one looks like a more appealing target to you?
Just whichever one is closer. So are they both about the same distance?
Well, I was near the door. That's where I was last. I don't know if John was more into the room.
Yeah, John was up next to the well after he stuck his face in it, so he's been running from a disadvantage.
All right. It wouldn't be as fun to fight someone with a bunch of armor, so he's gonna go for the weaker one.
Okay. Well, swing away.
You are
This
going.
is
Does spiritual weapon do AOPS?
Oh,
No.
Okay, no.
if only. But that would make
I
an
know, right?
incredibly good spell even better.
Spiritual weapons.
I know, right?
No. I swear.
all right. So Glaive just basically bonus action teleport right in front of you and basically glaive right into the chest.
You
Plus
can
7.
teleport.
Nothing personal, kid. 13.
Oh my god, that's only
Oh,
one
man.
above my AC.
Jesus.
Yeah, it hits.
Nothing personal. 1d10 plus 7.
Fucking wild
That
magic,
is-
dude.
That
Damn it.
is 8 points of damage as a glaive goes right through your chest.
Okay. Well,
And then,
is it 8 points? That's not bad.
yep,
You can do
that's not bad. I rolled a 1 on my d10, but that is.
Oh, you're
plus
so
7.
kind.
And then with the rest of my speed, since I teleported the 30 feet, I am going to go 50 feet up the stairs to catch up with the other people.
You know, this must be some kind of sadistic glee you get to experience. Guilt free.
It is a once in a campaign opportunity, and I'm going to play it properly. A raging barbarian who has been given the chance to hunt prey.
Fair.
So he's going to attack and basically go around the whole gang, slow him down, and then just drag him back down. It's his game plan.
Valid
Since
too.
he can teleport for the
Also
next
has
minute.
his miracle.
The Bone King is currently clapping his hands together, and you hear small, like, kind of from the edges of the mound, like little skeletons popping up and clapping and cheering.
Oh, man.
So remember when we said that I had 50 movement speed? That teleport makes it 80. And all it costs is a bonus action.
Wow,
Oh,
did he
no.
pick the right person to fucking charm or what?
Pretty much. The only way to get rid of it is to knock me out of rage. Or just wait a minute. Which
Yeah,
is
just
8
survive a
rounds.
minute, guys. Don't worry. 10 rounds, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of
just
you
wait 8
use your
more
miracles.
rounds.
Just use a control spell.
Use your miracle and cast a spell magic on him.
All right.
Anyways, that's my turn. 50 extra feet up the stairs, probably right in Tyrell's face.
Okay.
Nope, not my face. I was banished.
Oh yeah, he's banished. So Fulvius is next.
Okay, give me a second. I need to prep something. Okay. Damn it. Sorry it's taking me so long. I apologize. Damn it. Why? Why? Sorry it's taking me a second. I apologize.
It happens.
I know what I'll do. Let's do it this way. Easy. Easy. Well, you hear me? Discord crashed, I think.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can hear you.
You're good.
Still got you.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright, see if this works. Aha! It did. Alright, Pog. Okay. So, let's see. Dr. William Becker, you need to make me a wisdom save. Or sorry, charisma save. Apologies.
We'll just use 11 plus 1, so that's a 12.
Okay, give me 1 second. William has disappeared.
No,
Wait.
no, he's been banished.
Well, he's safe for the
You
moment.
can join me in the pits of Tartarus then.
Lovely.
Nice and warm down here.
Great, now there are
Lovely.
2 of them.
Alright.
Oh. Okay.
Fulvulus.
I do as the note says.
Fulvulus is what you doing, buddy?
Okay, that's another 120. That ends my turn.
Okay.
Set
You're
to
gonna
go.
run out of key eventually.
I am, but I'm gonna waste time.
Fair. Alright, John Doe.
Yeah, sorry about this, Val. I'm casting Chill Touch on him.
I'm very far away from you, though.
It's 120 feet, and I'm running 30.
Okay, cool.
Probably within range, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, isn't it Chill Touch
Touch
like
anything?
actually melee?
Chill touch.
Chill touch
No,
is
it's
not a
ranged.
melee ability, contrary to the name Chill Touch.
Yep, it is a ranged, and that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay,
It's tied with Firebolt at 120 range.
Yep.
so that'll
you're
hit,
ta-
right?
You are taking 6 points of necrotic damage.
Hog.
And you cannot heal.
Yup, you cannot be healed.
That's okay. I can't heal him.
So,
Actually, I can.
a ghostly skeletal hand appears out of nowhere, and just latches itself onto Val.
He's probably gonna cry out to the Bone King like, "Why are you against me? I'm helping you."
Yep, and that's all I can really do right now. So yeah, running and casting that, and that's it. And that's a cantrip.
Wait, hang on. Okay, so just for the sake of it fits within the theme, doesn't dominate monster stop whenever the person that casts it attacks him, or don't I get like a save every round against it?
You get a save if you do something against your nature, and once every day until the spell ends.
Yep, and the Bone King isn't attacking you, John is.
I know, but Val wouldn't know that. That's the only reason why. It's a bony hand. that's
Right.
touching
Yeah,
him.
fair.
His
Though
perspective
mechanically
is
you still
bony.
wouldn't get a save from it.
Yeah.
Thing is, like, it doesn't seem to be against her nature because her character is very enthusiastic about murdering your friends.
We're not friends, more like acquaintances.
We've literally just met.
You're traveling companions.
It's a hunt. I'm a village chief. I've hunted before. This is just like part of the game, I guess.
Yup.
So who's next?
That would be, well, Becker's out and Tyrandol is out. So Val.
Yo.
That's
I
mine.
will again teleport and move up to 80 feet, and then I'm going to throw a javelin over at Fulvius. Since you are nowhere near me, I will reckless this attack. So that is advantage to hit. That's a natural 20.
Yikes!
Oh, God.
Damn!
2d6 plus 7. That is
Minimum
so
damage.
Does the modifier get doubled?
No. Just the number of dice rolled.
Okay, so that is 4 plus 7. So that's only 11.
That's 11.
That's underwhelming.
Yeah.
I'm going to use
Gonna
my
throw a
reaction
javelin.
to catch the missile because I am a monk and that's what I do.
Cool.
We're going to roll. So it's the damage is reduced by 1d10 plus 8.
Personally, I like the crit rule of you do maximum damage, but that also applies to the other person. So if you ever get crit, you're also taking maximum damage.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it feels like a crit.
Okay, that's a 3 plus 8. I reduce whatever the damage was by 11.
Yep, that's 11 damage that you would have taken.
I don't turn around. I catch it behind my back, throw it off the stairs, keep going.
Cool. That's it for my turn.
All right. We are back to Mr. Bone. He's going to point at John. Roll me charisma save.
That's an 11.
John goes poof.
John has a 9 in charisma.
This man can concentrate on like 50 different banishments at once.
All right. So that's gonna be. Let's see. Fulvulus, what you doing, buddy? It's just you and Val left. It looks like.
Hey, well, I'm gonna keep running. I'm gonna hold on to one. I'm gonna keep running 80. That's kind of my thing.
You notice that the walls are starting to close in, and now you're kind of like in a circular arena, kind of, and there's all kinds of like posts and shit in the wall.
Must be a trick of the light. Anyways, I mean, I used my action and my movement, so my turn naturally ends.
Okay. So how much movement did you move that round?
That time was 80.
Okay, Val, you know what to do.
Is he giving me a chance for attack of opportunity?
No attack of opportunity, though he will be in range of your effective range.
I'm sorry. The whole conversation from before had clocked out because of my internet, so I didn't hear most of what was said.
He ran.
Ah.
Playing hard to get, you know how it is.
So how far away is he?
80 feet, I think he said.
I mean, whatever it was, I have moved a total of 320 feet.
Yeah, a lot of it
Wherever
has
I
been within
started.
like a circular area, though, so it's not like a fucking huge
I
field you can just go 300 feet one direction, unfortunately.
Well, isn't he going up the stairs?
Oh, you're going up the stairs?
Yeah, because we were leaving, so I was running up the stairs.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
My impression of the area was there's the stairs, and then there's like the circular platform mound thingy that you mentioned with the two persons of interest.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so fast forward next round. He's now within 70
If
feet.
Yeah. So if he is within the range of for being able to throw, if he's only 70 feet away, then I'll just do the same thing that I did last round. But I will fly up enough to where within I'm 30 feet within him, throw again, and then run back down and teleport down to deal with John.
John's gone.
John is no longer there.
Oh, he's not?
Everyone's been banished except us, I think.
Yup.
Okay. Gotcha. In that case, it's just the opposite direction to get even closer. Am I able to get within 10 feet?
But would you know that everyone's been banished?
No.
I mean, basically he's seeing everyone go poof, so.
Damn you, DM.
Alright.
I'm trying to cover my butt.
Is 80 feet of movement enough to get within 10 feet?
I would say yes, probably. Just for the sake of
Alright.
brevity.
Yep,
Because we
so
know that he got a lead early, but it's, you know, your ability to move long term is greater, so.
Mm-hmm. So whenever I'm within 10 feet at least, that will be a glaive to hit with advantage for reckless attack.
Okay, roll it.
14 is my highest.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. You're lucky this round.
Okay.
No, you're unlucky this round.
Last round, guys. Go for it. What you doing?
Alright.
Are we okay? Skidding sort of to a halt up the stairs, which is a really awkward maneuver. Like, he sighs.
You've reached a stone door that was closed.
I think I preferred running from a giant rock. And then I'll I mean, unfortunately, if you're flying out of my reach, there's not much I can do. So,
I'm 10 foot away.
yeah, but if you're flying
He's
10
able
feet
to
in
like
the air,
fly up, but it's not like he's able to fly very tall because it is like a narrow corridor kind of thing. So
right? But if he's 10 feet above me, I can't rule
no,
shield
it's
him.
not. It's not 10 feet in the air. It's not 10 feet tall. It's like 8 feet. It's enough for him to basically fly through the corridor. That's about it.
I'm
In that
basically
case,
10 foot down the stairs from you.
You can move, attack, and then move again. So technically, if you do a jump 5 feet in the air, you could attack and then fall back down 5 feet.
I mean, I am the class that jumps and attacks, in theory, based on martial arts BS. So I turn around. Fine, yeah, I guess this is how we're doing it. I'm going to move in and do a large number of attacks, which I presume are at advantage because you reckless.
Correct.
And by a large number, I mean not really that many, but whatever. Attack number 1.
You get a good swing in, and as
Of
it's about to make
course.
contact, he disappears.
I yell down the stairs. I bet you're just having the time of
You
your
disappear.
unlife.
Give me a second.
My advantaged attack roll. I never get those.
Aw. You guys arrive at the other scenes channel in the general Discord. So
Oh, welcome.
Yep,
Are
I just
you guys back?
just hanging out.
I'm drinking lemonade. These guys are tugging on fabric.
Uh-huh. I hand
Yes.
the blindfold back to John and just like that's interesting magical blindfold you got there.
by the way, everyone, if you're looking at each other, you notice that there's now a red sticker in the back of everyone saying no admittance.
So we've been banned.
Pretty much.
We've been banished.
True.
I thought you'd appreciate the reference.
I stopped my swing mid-swing as I was removed mid-swing, so as not to smash someone in the face.
Val feels better.
I'm gonna go back to resting my eyes, hoping this'll all just go away by the time I wake up. Thank you.
Yep. John's gonna
You've all
just
been
limp
quite
down.
entertaining thus far.
I don't suppose any of you have what we were supposed to come for.
I mean, you might be able to wring some of
A
the water
vial.
out of my.
Yes, you have a folded black cloth that has apparently what you need.
Yeah, I got it. from her.
That could have gone worse.
The heavy metal music has stopped.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. I will. John knocks on the side of his head a couple times, making an odd clanking noise from the hollow skull. I'll try and think things through more before doing things my god tells me.
Yeah.
Is he
No, if
clearly in? Are you clearly in like skeleton form? Still?
I would assume the whole aura thing. It was whatever god or creature brought him back to life. That's what was doing
He's
it.
back
So
now,
he has
normal.
no idea.
Okay.
So he for he was a skeleton. I was gonna say bone man, but that title's taken. He was a skeleton for like briefly, and then now is back to what we saw before. Is that am I understanding?
That's what I'm understanding.
Cool. In that case, he wouldn't bring it up. Uh, great. Um, where Fulvus is out of breath. Where are we?
You see the village down below. Having plundered your newfound goods, you see the wrapped up cloth has a bit more in it than you would expect.
How much time do you think passed looking at the downed, rusted machine?
100
what?
years, maybe?
Time passed when we were in there.
Um,
Or someone cast rust on this metal.
hmm.
If we had a smith, they could probably tell us.
I'll take a knife. I'll take a dagger out and begin peeling at the rust and see how deep it goes, how far the pitted rust is.
As far as I don't know about, I don't know if this is an archaeological thing, but if I would know anything about, metals sitting out lost for a while.
The metal is now faded to dust on touching it.
Ah,
Hey.
Okay, at least a week then.
Tyrandol will give an actual chuckle to that. First time he's actually shown any happiness.
I'll like kneel down in typical martial artist kneeling on the ground style. Breathe in, breathe out. So now what? I'm sure our hosts are, if they're still around, they've probably got other things on their mind.
Maybe the
Who
king
who
doesn't
grabbed the
trust.
cloth, by the way?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, he took my breath. I was making sure I got that.
Okay.
Do you want to unwrap that? Maybe make sure everything's in there.
I'd rather not let the direct light hit it because
Oh,
it was in darkness.
I guess
I
we
don't know.
are out in the. I mean, I got this. I have a two-person tent in my inventory. Would it block enough light?
I'd rather not risk it yet. I mean, what's worse that could happen if we don't look at it now?
I mean, I just want. Okay, I just want to make sure what we're supposed to have is in there before we leave this area that I guess we're not supposed to come back to, based on markings on our rear ends.
Well, if you have disagreements, you can go talk to him.
yeah, I don't think we can do that ever again.
I don't think I physically can.
Then there is no point in checking this and potentially ruining it. We should wait until later.
That is a valid point.
Well, when you do check it, this is what you find. You may decide to check an RP whenever you so wish, but this is what you will discover. You see the vial filled with the crystal clear liquid. It's almost as if bubbling, but it's not hot. In addition to this, there is a strange wooden, like dark ash hourglass wrapped in a piece of paper, a parchment with what appears to be a riddle of some kind written there. It says once, twice, thrice. When the time is nigh, should you wish to pay the price, you may travel through the needle's eye to undo space and even time. Gifts to rewrite history are hard to find, and so are the souls who become entwined.
That's neat.
From a distant universe, you hear, "No!"
cry that shattered time and space.
Well, maybe this time it won't go directly to the heart. We'll get to hang on to it for a couple of sessions.
This time, stuff.
Exactly. Well, I think we have most everything we need from here. What is our next stop? We need to pick up a new trial. Is
We go back to Jeb, right? And see if we can find another trial.
He's probably dead.
I have the feeling Jeb will be
carrot-eating
alive
bastard.
and well.
That carrot-eating bastard is going to be alive.
Maybe he left a note.
I,
What?
I
He's
feel
just,
like
he's just another. I'm sure he's just another person. There's no way he's gonna live however long.
have those disguises.
I don't think that will be needed. I don't think the king will be looking for us.
oh,
I wonder if the city will even still be there when we get there.
The
That-
two,
that is
yeah,
a-
the two countries at war. Wonder how that went out.
It is now
Suppose we'll
dark.
find out. Hey,
It's night.
it's
Almost
dark.
like a great hand reached across the sky and silenced the sun.
That was
Before
quite
you,
bad.
almost made as if mist, the creature cloaked of bone. It's time you left. Trouble me no more, thieves of dreams. Trouble me no more, you wandering folk. Trouble me no more, you future disciples. Now leave this place, wanderers of fate. He points towards the city. Your destiny does await.
Okay.
That answers that question. And raises a bunch of other questions,
yeah.
as these things usually do.
You hear some kind of mechanical sound from far above. He looks up and he starts grinning, as if a skeleton. We'll be seeing each other again very soon. And then he melts into the background.
Fulvus, this might
Bastard.
actually benefit you the most. And John will hold out his blindfold.
What was this?
Put it on.
I don't see. I don't. I see what I did. I don't see what I did. What? It's a. What? Look, I know I have black scales, but I don't.
No, it's John's blindfold, the one he dipped his head in. It's not the black cloth.
I mean, This better not be your way of trying to.
No, it won't hurt you at all. It will benefit you.
I'm going to go to sleep. Good night, guys.
Slowly puts on.
Okay. The session will be ending in about 60 seconds, so it's up to you if you want to stick around. But anyway, as this exchange is going, an airship kind of lowers down, and you see a man look down upon you. Hey, friends, you guys need a lift?
Yes.
We would appreciate.
I pause mid putting on bondage equipment.
It's
Okay. Okay. So, a strange man lowers down the rope for you to climb into his airship. And would you like to see the picture of this man?
sure.
Jeb.
Oh no.
No,
Oh no, that's worse.
it's a medieval
Mm.
friend.
Okay.
Hmm.
Let's fucking go.
I climb up that rope.
All right.
Yep,
That's
I'll follow everyone up. Yep.
and that's where we'll end the session for tonight. What do you guys think?
This is a fever dream. This is just a
Yeah.
whole fever dream.
Yeah, no, yeah, you get used to that.
Yep.
bit more stress-inducing this one than last time.
Yeah, well, the Bone Man wasn't in as good of a mood as the last time I met him.
I think it was because this time, unlike at least the last time me and Mug met Bone Man, Emily wasn't here to go to Mon.
No, just the cleric with amnesia.
You know, I blame whoever drank the juice. That was clearly the problem, obviously.
But you know, the blindfold gives you 30 feet of blind sight.
Which means you can see invisible things and whatnot. Generally.
That's why I figured the monk would actually get the best use out of it.
And because they don't tend to
I'll-
use ranged weapons anyway. Because most of their ranged weapons actually suck.
What you don't? What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with throwing a dart at somebody.
Yeah, except it does giga low damage.
Or a javelin.
1d4 is good damage. I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
Just
it's
need
not.
to
It's
pop
hot
a
trash.
balloon.
I'd much rather roll up to somebody, smack him in the head with a quarterstaff.
My javelin does more damage than that dart.
Yeah. Well,
Your
I mean,
javelin
that does
did
make
literally
sense.
No damage.
I mean, it would have done more damage than my glaive when I used it, but that's only because it was a crit. But it didn't very much feel like a crit. As it,
No,
nothing
sometimes
happened.
they don't, do they?
Yeah, that's 5e crit for you. A lot more range.
That's why in my games personally we do max damage.
If you want to do that, we can.
That's up to everyone else because
Yeah.
it's brutal. Because
It-
the moment
and,
another person
guys,
hits
my
you-
comments are already pretty brutal, I think. So
I agree
You-
with that.
So is it just max damage or is it doubled max
It's-
damage?
So it's pretty much the same as regular crit rules, except you still roll the double dice and everything. It's just your first set of dice that you roll is maxed.
Oh, so if it's a d6 of damage, you
It's
get
6 plus d6. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like an in between.
I've seen
okay, I
it.
wouldn't mind that. That's
That's
way
interesting,
way
yeah.
more fair than fucking. Oh look, this attack does 4d8, but guess what? I crit, so
No,
now it does 8d8, and it's maximum 64 damage.
Yeah,
I-
no,
actually,
It's
I
not
might take
rogue
that to my
crits
game.
for like
Yeah, no, I'm fine with
24
that.
d6 maxed.
yeah, no.
Because it'd be-
Fireballs with that rule would be amazing until you
Oh,
get
yeah.
hit with that fireball.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, hey, I'll roll with whatever the group rolls with.
I mean, I don't mind doing that. That sounds cool. Making it so the first roll is rolled max, and then the second roll is whatever.
It's really so you don't get the I rolled 2 1s on my crit and feel terrible.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks. Not gonna lie.
yep, it hurts.
But we're only max damage on a crit, baby. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
But that's so good.
Yeah.
Alright, good night,
Alright,
guys.
yeah. I gotta go too.
Yeah, it's been
All right.
good.
Well, hope you guys enjoyed the session.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
that was
good.
a fun session.
Cool.
All right, have a good one, guys.
All right. Make sure
Alrighty.
if you haven't sent me the thing I requested, make sure you do that. So,
Yeah. All right, bye bye.
all right. Peace. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.